What's up, everybody? It's your boy Boogotti NYC. I hope you guys had a fantastic evening, because guess what? It is hump day. Time to get up, get into it. It's time to get it on, you guys. Like I always said, you could have went anywhere. Fact of the matter that you came in to chill with me, I appreciate you. Let me know if you can hear me. How everybody doing this morning? Trump, why has Iran's supreme leader said no deal on the ceasefire? Thank you so much, Batty. Let me get this camera straight. Everybody, come on, knock on our door. Come on in, everybody. Hope everybody's good. Let's go, y'all. Let me get this camera straight. What's up, everybody? I see y'all. Everybody coming in. I see Batty here already. Who else we got up in the building? Let's see. Let me go ahead and get this dialed in. Oh yeah, that's right. They already got the horns beeping. We already got New York City alive. We alive in New York City. As you know, we don't sleep anyway. So yeah, there's always something going on. Somebody up, somebody moving. Let me see if I can get this lined up, dialed in quick enough so that we can have some time to chat real quick. Okay, not up, not that. That's not going to do it, Gotti. That's not going to do it, my friend. My friend, that's not going to do it. Let's see if we can get some height on that, the way that Batty wants me to have it on there for the cell phones. And then let me see if we can get that straight now. Okay, let's see. Let's see if we can get it. Good morning, everybody. It's Wednesday, hump day. They always say hump day. I understand now because of the W's, right? That's what that means. It's all with the W's. Well, hopefully we W today too. That's what we looking to do. We looking to get in with the W's too. Still trying to get this camera straight. Never took us this long to do it before, Gotti. What's going on with you today? Huh? Did you get it yet? Is that it? Wait, let's go and just do that right there. And we're going to call that it right there. That's what we're going to do. We're going to call that it right there. How about that? How about we call that it? Because we got to get some prayers in this morning. We can't be playing around with no cameras, right? How everybody doing this morning? What we want to pray for? Good feelings, good times, good health, everything good, good love, good attitudes, good spirits, good health, and good friendship, and good animals, and good family. That's what we're praying for this morning. And we want to pray for life, 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 life. And thank God, and we celebrate every single day. And we thank you for another day here together. Lord, we want to pray for Batty Lynn, Jeff Rub INC 5314. I see my bro Jeff Spilker up in the building. We got Batty Lynn. Thank you again, Batty. Rebecca Lanyan Bueno. Good morning. Hope you're doing good. Liberty and Justice. Saw you here early chiming in. I see you. Audrey, Miss Swanza. How you doing this morning, Miss Swanza? Who else we got up in here? Okay, let's see. Rebecca, Audrey. I see we got Jeff Rupp. I said Jeff already. Okay. Liberty. Oh, we going early. We doing this early today. Okay, Sour on deck for you. Interesting name. Interesting name, I have to say. Okay, also, let's go ahead and get those extras in right there. And the people that we make sure we always got to pray for. That's going to be Casey Ramos. I heard that you was in here, but you probably popped out. Who else we got to pray for? I'm sorry, Mark Dorfman, Jeffrey Spilker. Can't forget about Terry, also Sam Champion. There's a lot of people that we have coming in here. I can't remember everybody. Luigi, also you too. Let's go ahead and get that on, you guys. Good morning. Let's get it on, because I don't know. You know, sometimes we talk over, and I don't want to mess that up. I hope we good on the video. I think we looking pretty sharp over there. How everybody doing this morning on this Wednesday? Hope everybody's good. Let's go. Let's go. What you say, that's your gamer tag? Okay, Sour on deck. I like that name. Yeah, but I know what it's about, though. Praying for everyone that makes your show happen. Thank you. And that's Liberty. That's Mark. Actually, that's you too. How about everybody that's here right now helps to make the show happen? Because guess what? I always say to you guys, if it wasn't for you, they'll be knocking on that door with a straitjacket and not the one that's in my closet. Ah, you all know about that, huh? Go check out that video. I'm ready to go. They're ready to go. I said it's time to start the show. I hope you're ready, yo, 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 yo. And we wind it up. Wind it up. Wind it up. It's 6 o'clock somewhere. Thank you, Jordan. Now let's send the wave. It's your time to bling. Come on now. It's got to be 6 o'clock. Thanks, Jordan, for the 5. Is that what you want me to do? And we gotta open up those pores. We gotta open up those pores. Where we going today? Open up those pores. We gotta open up those. You must understand, though the touch of your hand makes my pulse react. Why? That is only a thrill of a boy meets a girl, opposites attract. It's physical. Doo-doo, 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 only logical. Doo-doo. You must try to ignore that it means more than that. Oh, what's love got to do with it? What's love but a second-hand emotion? What's love got to do with it? Who needs a heart when a heart can be broken? Doo-doo. Shout out to the late, great, who? Y'all know who that was right there. Y'all can't front on her. Y'all know who I'm talking about, right? You can't not front on her. Anime, back up. That's right, you guys. I almost forgot her name already. That's right, Tina Turner right there. That's the late, great Tina Turner right there with the great legs. That was what she was known for. Well, that's what she was known for. Yes, rest in peace to the late, great Tina Turner. You guys ready? Cause pump that beat. It's Wednesday the 25th. That's right, y'all. 2026. I'm your host, Boogotti NYC, and this here's our bottom line, where we be talking about this and that and chat and this and this and that. Where we be talking about this and that and chat and this and this and that. Just got me lit. You must understand where the touch of your hand makes my pulse react. That was the joint right there. Be coming down the block like this. What's love got to do? Back in those days, they had you looking at your husband like this. Yeah, what love got to do with it? Y'all already know what I'm talking about. It's your boy Boogotti NYC. Like I always tell you, could have went anywhere, but the fact of the matter that you came here to chill with me, I appreciate you. Let's turn up. We got trending topics, current events, much, much more. I was pooling, sequencing, making sure that we had some heat today. So we got a back-to-back lineup full of exciting videos, as well as some real stories and stuff that we have to keep on following up with, trending topics, current events, and much more. So you know what I'm gonna say right now, right? I got 5 on it. That's right, you guys. I'm going to stack 5 videos at a time. I'm going to ask you guys to stay on topic, stay on point. Let me know where you're chiming in from, because guess what? I appreciate that. I go look to just make sure that we have dialogue that's current. Don't think so? You guys will see. Drop it in there. Also, send me a video. I do that all the time as well. Also, guess what we got to do right now, because I'm not even going to wait. I want to get right into it. Let's get into these titles. It's time. I'm going to get right into it. What we got here this morning on this header? Looking kind of snazzy, I have to say. Trump. Why has Iran's supreme leader said no deal when it comes down to the ceasefire? Again, we've been hearing a lot from our president saying that they've been talking negotiations, but for some reason, every time they swing the camera back that way, they say no deal. I don't know. That means we don't know what's going on until it happens. Let's keep on moving forward through this thumbnail. What else do we have? Why does Pam Bondi subpoena over the Epstein files matter. Why does it matter? Because after they subpoena you, they're able to actually bring you back on other situations or could actually find you in contempt. Maybe. Is that what they're trying to say? I don't know. Just a couple of thoughts from me. Don't take my word for it. Let's get to this last part of this thumbnail, which is, I will gladly pay you Tuesday for a hamburger that you will give me today. None other than who? That's right, Governor Pritzker. He's breaking his silence finally about the migrant criminal who took a life. I've got to say it that way. You know why. They've got the chains on us. You know where we're going right now. Trending topics, current events, much, much more. You know what we got to do also? Let's get our coffee, our tea, our water. It's time to get into it, you guys. Double tap that screen. Let's get those likes up. Let's see what we got to get into. And again, good morning, everyone. Let me get this audio started up here and let's get it. Good morning, everybody. Let's go. Let's get it.
Yeah, well,
yes, we will be starting off with some conversation from full in with President Trump on the Iran war, talking about ceasefire as well as the U.S. achievements, exclusive White House events. Let's go. Let's get it, y'all. Let's get into it.
Negotiations, as it turned out, and now you've seen what I said yesterday was exactly correct. We're in negotiations right now. They're doing it along with Marco, JD. We have a number of people doing it. And the other side, I can tell you, they'd like to make a deal. And who wouldn't if you were there? Look, their Navy's gone, their Air Force is gone, their communications are gone. That's the biggest problem. It's very hard to communicate them between themselves. All of the anti-aircraft is gone. Most of their missiles are gone. We either shot them or they shot them and don't have them anymore. They're down to a trickle. Pretty much everything they have is gone. I don't know. Can you name one thing that's not gone, or can you name one thing that's doing well? You know, if you read the papers, you think we're tied. You think we're in a tough battle. We are roaming free over Tehran, the city, Tehran, as opposed to Iran. We're roaming free. We can do whatever we want. And as you know, today we were going to have the privilege of shooting down a very big electric generation plant, one of the biggest in the world. And one shot to the right location ends the plant, it collapses. And we held off based on the fact that we're negotiating. Yeah.
What do you think was the turning point to make you want to pursue a ceasefire?
Something like that could also hurt the people as well too, like water and energy. That could starve the people for not having power and energy and water anymore.
Ceasefire. A few days ago, you said you wanted to continue bombing Iran. Now you want to pursue peace talks. Was there something that happened?
The fact that they're talking to us and they're talking sense. And remember, it all starts with they cannot have a nuclear weapon.
Yep. We got to keep on moving forward, you guys. You know we take like 2 minutes, keep on moving. We got to take 2 minutes from this craziness over here. I think we actually got some more, but this is actually has these detailing talks and saying that Iran agreed not to develop any more nuclear weapons. You know, I can't say that word on here. Let's keep going, you guys. Let's go. Let's keep moving.
Overnight, new images of the latest Iranian airstrike targeting Israel. New video shows a barrage of missiles being intercepted above central Israel, while the U.S. released this new video of strikes on Iranian military sites, saying 9,000 targets have been hit so far. But talks aimed at potentially ending this war seem to be ramping up. President Trump has announced more than a dozen points of agreement with Iran so far.
You said there's many points of agreement with Iran right now.
Many.
What, can you give us a
Many, like 15 points. 15 points.
Key among them, no nuclear weapons.
Well, they're not going to have a nuclear weapon. That's number one. That's number 1, 2, and 3. They will never have a nuclear weapon.
They said yes to that?
They've agreed to that. There'll also be a form of a very serious form of a regime change.
Trump says his son-in-law Jared Kushner and Middle East envoy Steve Witkoff are leading the negotiations, but he would not say which Iranians are participating in the talks.
We're dealing with the man who I believe is the most respected and the leader. It's a little tough. We've wiped out everybody.
Is that the Supreme Leader?
No, not the Supreme Leader.
Multiple reports say Iran's parliament speaker has become a potentially key figure in talks with the U.S. going forward. Reuters reports Kushner and Vice President J.D. Vance could travel to Pakistan this week to meet with Iranian officials. But publicly, Iran remains defiant, claiming no talks with the U.S. have taken place, saying any claims to the contrary are aimed at influencing financial and oil markets and distracting from the challenges facing the U.S. and Israel. President Trump, before the markets opened yesterday, extended his deadline for Iran to reopen the Strait of Hormuz or face attacks on their power plants. He's now giving Iran until this Saturday to reopen the strait, a crucial passageway for global oil shipments.
Imagine being...
All right, you guys, yeah, we got to keep going. Guess what? And guess what I did yesterday? I got YouTube Premium, still playing commercials, though. You see that, right? So even though you guys told me to get it, you see they're still banging us with those commercials. Let's keep going. Or was that after? Let's see if we're going to get them a play. If it starts off before the video, we're going to go into it. What do you guys think about the information that you just got? What do you have to say about the topic? I'd like to know. I'd like to recite what you guys have to say. Trump and his drama. Ooh, liberty for the garden. Cool. Yeah, she got her stuff yesterday. Oh, okay. So that means you must have got your stuff. Okay. Okay, that must mean you got your stuff. Okay, yes indeed. Thank you, Boogotti NYC. I'm sorry, I just missed the message. There you go. Let's keep on moving forward. I'm trying to work over here, guys. I'm trying to get this stuff down so we know what the H is going on out there. So I'll be right back in the comments in a minute. Let me know what's going on. If anybody received their packages, I'd like to know as well, because you know we do what we say over here. If we say we're going to send them out, we send them out. Now I want to see the results. I got to get on my job too, start planting as of today. Can't wait to see it grow, 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 grow. Let's go, you guys. We got to get on over to, where we going right now? I think we did that. We got enough on the clear. Let's get on to a little bit of Make America Safe Again. They're saying you need to watch Pete Hegseth's face in this interview when Trump basically mentions the Orway was made because it was his idea, the WAR. Trump says the WAR was Pete Hegseth's idea. Puts him under the bus, kind of, right?
Fortunately, I called Pete, I called General Kane, I called a lot of our great people. We have great people, and I said, let's talk. We got a problem in the Middle East. We have a country known as Iran that for 47 years has been just a purveyor of terror. And they're very close to having a nuclear weapon. We can keep going and get that 50,000 up to 55 and 60 is no end. Or we can take a stop and make a little journey into the Middle East and eliminate a big problem. And Pete, I think you were the first one to speak up. And you said, let's do it, because you can't let them have a nuclear weapon. So we are now having really good discussions. They started last night, a little bit, the night before that, and I think they're very good. They want peace. They've agreed they will not have a nuclear weapon, et cetera, et cetera. But we'll see. You have to get it done. But I would say there's a very good chance. And it began when I said that I won't be. We were planning tomorrow on shooting down some of their power plants, and we're going to hold that up.
All right, I don't want to round about the same information. You guys see they're saying the same thing. As you can see, one side is saying it's over. The other side is basically saying, it's not over. It's not over so far. So let's keep on going, you guys. We got to get on over to New York. And if I can make it there, I'll make it bum, bum. Anywhere, it's up to you, New York, New York. Let's go on over to LaGuardia Airport. We got a follow-up to do on a sad story. That's right, this one is at least 2 people lost their lives due to this plane that collided with a fire truck at the airport. Down to about 500 flights. Hopefully everybody is okay that was injured on the plane. There was over 42 people injured. 31 people released the last time we reported. Let's see what the conditions are since then. Double tap that screen and let's get those likes up. Let's keep on moving, you guys. Let's go. Hope everybody's doing good. What y'all do last night? But yeah, let's get back into this. Let's go. So actual plane footage, I guess, from the people on the plane. From another plane, not the same plane.
Ahí está. Ahí está. Che tu madre. Dapat digasaw ya.
So this was yesterday, early in the morning. Fire truck had been given a clear to go across a runway. This plane collided head on with the fire truck. We're gonna keep on keeping you guys updated on what's going on with this situation. This is like the most serious situation that we've got going on besides the WAR right now. We want to make sure that we're putting the proper type of light on it, showing up for the people that are injured and the people that lost their lives. All of the various service people, firemen and EMTs, want to pray for them as well, because this is a very serious situation here, and hopefully they get I think they've actually got the runways, a few of them already open, where they've already resumed flight, so that's already been getting cleared up as well. Want to pray for the injured as well as the family members of the people that were lost in this tragic event. Amen. Just got to keep on moving forward, you guys. Jesus Christ, terrible. I want to get on over to Washington, someone that you know and love. Senator Kennedy is going to be speaking about someone that you may not love so much. Chuck Schumer talking about the Save America Act, as well as what's going on with the TSA and much more. Let's get into it, you guys. Double tap that screen. Let's get those likes up. Someone that you know and love. I know you guys like this guy, right? Someone that you like.
So good to have you here. Some of those constituents are super patient. In New Orleans, the overall nationwide call-out rate is 11.76%. At New Orleans, it's 42.3%.
So we got 11.76% call-out rate at overall nationwide airports. And at New Orleans and International Airport alone, there's a 42.3% call-out. Luckily, they did put the ICE agents in there to cover.
And, sir, I want you to listen to Senator Schumer. He says that President Trump is the one that is standing in the way of TSA paychecks. Watch.
Let's make it very clear. Donald Trump is the one standing in the way of paychecks for TSA workers with the ridiculous attempt to pass the SAVE Act. The SAVE Act, which would destroy a lot of what we know about democracy.
I feel like the senator is trying to reverse Uno the situation for the reason that the shutdown started in the first place, sir.
Well, look, Senator Schumer, in this instance anyway, he's lying. He's lying like fish swim. I mean, here's what's going on. We've had DHS shut down for 38 days, I think. The Democrats at one point voted to fund DHS, and then they backtracked. We've been debating the SAVE Act for, I don't know, 10 days, I guess. We're stuck. I'm a big believer that when you're stuck, you ought to try to plow around the stump, not through it. So Senator Cruz and I, a few days ago, came up with a two-step process to solve both problems. Step one, we would open up everything at DHS except ICE, including TSA, which the Democrats have already agreed to, and then we would fund ICE through reconciliation, which we could do only with Republican votes. We wouldn't need any Democratic votes. I don't speak for Senator Cruz on this part of it, but I also have suggested that we use the reconciliation process with only Republican votes to pass the SAVE Act. Now, Senator...
I think you're right. Even Kennedy, it's almost time to hang it up too, because it's almost time to turn on that that music, yes, he's great, but sometimes he is long-winded, like myself. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. Someone definitely said it already. Good morning, Audrey. Also, we need fresh people running this country, not these old men who are barely alive. Yeah, but a lot of them, you know, they also know what's going on as well, too. They already have the history, and they know how to run things as well. A lot of times when you get new people, Zorhan Mamdani, never know what's going to happen. So you got to keep some of the legends around, at least to let them know how to run the game, you know, show them the ropes. Maybe you need a sensei before you send them out there. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. Let's go. Let's double tap that screen and get those likes up, because now we got more to get into. This one here is going to be we're going to get into these SCOTUS signaling election delays. What do you think about elections as far as mail-in ballots? Do you think that if, let's say at the end of the day, the 30th is the last cutoff date for the election, do you believe that there should be counting votes after the votes come in, even if they're postmarked? I'd like to know what you guys think. Do you look at it like, well, I got my postmark on there by the 30th? Because if you think about it, they're supposed to stop counting at the end of the day. Not only that, but that's what holds up a lot of the counting. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. Double tap that screen and get those likes up. Let's go.
Court could reshape how mail-in ballots are counted across the country just in time for the midterm elections.
So the question is, should ballots that come in after Election Day but are postmarked before Election Day be counted? So with us to join us is Senior Judicial Analyst Judge Andrew Napolitano. So Judge, great to have you with us. So let's take a soundbite from Justice Samuel Alito. I think he broke this case down pretty easily. Take a listen.
We have lots of phrases that involve two words, the second of which is day. Labor Day, Memorial Day, George Washington's birthday, Independence Day, birthday, and Election Day. And they're all particular days. So if we start with that, if I have nothing more to look at than the phrase Election Day, I think this is the day in which everything is going to take place.
Well, it seems like his mind is made up.
Yeah. So you know.
So what he's basically trying to say, at the end of the day, that's when the voting, the counting for votes should end.
The Constitution is silent on Election Day. It says that Congress will decide Election Day. Congress chose many, many years ago the first Tuesday after the first Monday in November. It then says the states shall decide the time, place, and manner of voting. So that's the clash there. Some of the states have said, you got to vote on Election Day. Most of the states have said, you can start voting weeks before Election Day, but Election Day is it. 18 states have said, if you mail in a ballot, as long as it's postmarked on Election Day, we will count it up to fill in the blank. 3 days, 5 days, 10 days, whatever the custom of the post office is in that area. So is there a clash between the states setting time, place, and manner to include 10 days after Election Day and the Congress fixing a date certain on Election Day? That's what the court has to resolve. It sounds to all of us who watched this, or actually listened to it, that the majority is going to go for these ballots have to be in by the end of the day, Election Day. You can't count them afterwards because there's no uniform system for how far afterwards you're going to count them.
So does that make postmarks irrelevant here then?
Yes, it would make postmarks irrelevant as long as the ballot is received on Election Day. That will mean if you're going to mail in your ballot, you will have to mark that ballot well in advance of Election Day to assure that the post office gets it to the vote counters in their hands by Election Day. If it arrives the day after, it's too late.
And that's
crazy right there. I guess so. That means that even if, let's say, certain neighborhoods got people that run slow, the mailman might take a little while. And you know what the mail is like anyway. It's snail mail already. So you guys are going to leave it in their hands. Oh, that's messed up for the people overseas and the people in other places. I don't know what you guys think about it. Let me know what you think. I'm going to read your comments or a vote counter at the post office that count in real time. I like that, Money Tree. Service people should be exempt from any of those rules. But then again, Money Tree, a vote counter can be possibly manipulated. You know what they're going to say. And you guys need to listen to Liberty and Justice right now. She's saying, let's please respect the we respect all political parties here. Looking for some good vibes and laughs, we're here. That's right. Our bottom line daily, 6 o'clock. That's right. The flames and the mics, and we turn it up. Our hosts, our co-hosts, and everybody. We watch all news stations and listen to all. That's right. Great drop right there. That's what I'm talking about, Liberty. She makes her own tags. She's dope. Caught on camera. Shocking video shows trucking failing road safety tests. I'm sorry, truckers failing road safety tests. As you know, we've been cracking down all across the nation. We're going to get on over to Florida. I know you guys are going to applaud this. And do your boy a favor. If you appreciate what we're doing right now, let's double tap that screen and get those likes up. It gets more people over here so that we can really get the appreciation that we need. You hit that like button. YouTube sends a signal up, and next thing you know, more people come over here and they see the show. I want them to see this, particularly about what's going on with these guys on the road. They don't have a license number. Well, they have a license, but we don't know how they got them. Can't speak a word of English, and you guys are really gonna be scared about this one. They can't even read. They can't even read road signs. Let's go. They're getting really deep into this topic here, and we've been following this ever since it broke. So let's get into these individuals who've been caught on camera, shocking videos that shows truckers failing road safety tests.
For headlines, it'll go for quite a while. In the meantime, we want to bring you this story. Fox News hit the American interstate highway system with the Transportation Department as the federal government cracks down on truckers who should not be behind the wheel. This comes now after a string of deadly wrecks involving drivers who were in the country illegally, but were still driving. Alexis McAdams was out on the road, joins us live in North Florida. Alexis, what you find out, and good morning to you.
Before you guys look at this video, I want you to understand something. That one wrong turn that truck driver made, 3 people lost their lives by getting stuck up under the trailer, just by the impact. They couldn't slow down in time.
Bill, good morning from Florida. Yeah, it was a busy day on the interstates here. You can check it out behind me on I-10 here in North Florida. We can tell you that thousands of truckers move through this interstate every single day. It goes all the way from Jacksonville to Los Angeles in California. But the DOT and also Highway Patrol here in Florida tell me a lot of these truckers, Bill, should not be on the road. Why? Because they say they are in the country illegally in the first place. They got their hands on a commercial driver's license, but they should have never had. And it can be dangerous, the consequences, and also deadly.
The ones that we are targeting are the ones who are not doing the right thing. Those are the ones that need to be off the roadways. They're the ones that are putting families at risk.
So we went on patrol with DOT Administrator Derek Bars, who's leading the crackdown with state police. Bars served as a trooper with the Florida Highway Patrol for years before this job, so he knows how it goes. He showed us just how quickly teams of these truckers are out there and how quickly they can find those who are breaking the law. So it comes after several deadly crashes that police say were caused by truckers who were in the country illegally with these CDLs that investigators say they should have never obtained. Back in August, police say an illegal migrant from India pulled a U-turn on a Florida turnpike. He blocked the road, you remember this, and he's charged with killing 3 innocent people. DOT tells me thousands of truckers have been taken out of service nationwide for failing safety inspection. But some companies just rack up the violations, Bill, and then they change their name. They're called chameleon carriers. So the Trump administration's going after enforcing existing laws. Like what? Well, speaking English. It's a requirement for truckers. Police say many cannot read basic road signs or speak the language, something we saw firsthand. Watch this.
Good is your English. Entiendo algo poquito. Can you speak any English? No, don't speak no English.
Okay, so didn't speak English, he said. This trucker failed the test. He was taken out of service right away. He didn't know what the road signs meant. might think, what's the big deal? They're just behind a big rig. Why do they need to speak English? What would you say to that?
Well, I would say, number one, it's the law. It's been the law for a long period of time, that it's a safety issue. If there was a crash or something like that, I would want to make sure that that driver would know how to respond, slow down for upcoming traffic or a crash that has happened ahead.
And that's what was most shocking.
How the hell they get them licenses?
To me, just that they didn't know what the road signs meant, like no U-turn, wrong way, like they didn't have a clue. And the troopers that we talked to out here, Bill, for Highway Patrol said it's half of the truckers that come through their way stations that they say don't speak English. So it's something we're going to keep an eye on, Bill.
And at 60 miles an hour, it could be the difference between life and death. Alexis, thank you.
right.
North Florida, Alexis McGap.
Oh man, you know we've been following up on it over here, you guys. We've definitely been following up on it. And the sad part about it is not that many people have. We got to keep on going, you guys. I got to get this out of here because we got to get to the next clip. Let's double tap that screen to get those likes up. I really would appreciate it because we got to get into some doom 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 doom. Doom 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 doom. Ice, baby, get them! Information right now. That's right, you guys. DHS basically exposes the truth behind the viral airport video of a woman being arrested. Come to find out that this happened days before Trump deployed the ICE agents to the airport. But hopefully, it may happen a little more since they're there. I didn't write that last part. Yes, he did. Let's keep on going, y'all.
What it seems, especially when it comes to left-leaning media. The video goes viral. San Francisco, they're outraged Democrats in California. What is happening here? Well, now we're learning the actual truth. What happened at this dramatic airport arrest. A chaotic scene indeed at the airport. A woman is on the ground crying. A child is nearby and federal agents are detaining the woman. Let's get out to Newsmax correspondent Heather Myers, who is live in San Diego.
Somebody said you can buy the CDL. It's very easy. Yeah, especially if you know somebody, especially the way that they was doing these DMVs around the last states that they were buying and selling them. Probably true.
With both sides, and also the timing is quite interesting on all this. Heather.
Well, speaking of that timing, Bianca, that arrest that the video shows happened one day before President Trump ordered ICE agents to help at airports across the country deal with those long security lines. ICE agents have never been ordered to go to the San Francisco airport so far, but now we're learning more about the woman who was arrested and exactly why immigration agents were after her in the first place. Here's a look at that video.
Leave her alone! What are you doing? Leave her alone! What the hell are you doing?
I hope you're so proud of yourselves. You on video now.
It said leave her alone. I hope you're proud of yourselves. You're on freaking video now.
Yeah. Shame on you. Un-American piece of shit.
Well, the video has spread across social media and it shows a woman crying and yelling as officers held her down and attempted to handcuff her while a child looked on. Well, the Department of Homeland Security issued a statement on X reading ICE officers arrested Angelina Lopez Jimenez and Wendy Godinez Lopez at the San Francisco International Airport. These illegal aliens had a final removal order from an immigration judge since 2019.
They had a final removal order since 2019. I think they've been there about 27 years over their removal order, Tom.
While being escorted to the international terminal for processing, Lopez Jimenez attempted to flee and resisted law enforcement officers. ICE is working as quickly as possible to repatriate the family unit to their home country.
Watch your head. Out of there. I'm so glad we had this time together. I'm so glad we had this time to chill.
Of Guatemala. Well, before those details came out, California Democratic leaders quickly reacted. Governor Gavin Newsom posted this on X, reading, Californians, if you're going to the airport, it's essential to know your legal rights and how to be cautious around Trump's federal agents. He then posted a link with legal advice for illegal immigrants, including those with final orders of removal. Well,
you think this will help them get them to move faster about getting the TSA agents paid? Maybe it will, maybe it won't. But guess what? We got to start off with the topic of this story, which was this happened days before ICE agents were deployed. So this is nothing that happened actually while they were there. I mean, like recently. So, and also we've been getting reports here that the airports are doing much better ever since the ICE agents have been deployed. That's what we've been getting, right? And even CNN was the ones that reported it, not Fox, nobody that you guys don't like. Do me a favor, you guys, double tap that screen and get those likes up. I really would appreciate it. Gets more people over here. Also, have you subscribed to the channel yet? We're trying to get up to 80,000 subscribers. I really would appreciate it. Come on, y'all. If you have not, let's get those numbers up. We got much more to cover. And today's health and wellness section, you're going to really love it. Let's get on over to Governor Pritzker. He doesn't know anything about health and wellness, especially when he always says, I would gladly pay you Tuesday for a hamburger that you give me today. That's right. Let's get on over to Chicago. Well, he still does not get it, and he is playing to the party. Finally breaks his silence on the immigration card and the student that lost her life. Actually, kind of blaming it on the administration. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys, and double tap that screen and get those likes up. We got a lot more to get into, a whole lot. Let's go.
Finally, speaking out days after an illegal immigrant was arrested in the shooting death of an 18-year-old college student. The governor saying, quote, Sheridan Gorman's murder is a tragedy and the person responsible must be held accountable to the fullest extent of the law. My deepest condolences to the family, friends, and Loyola University community grieving this devastating loss. May her memory be a blessing. The illegal Venezuelan migrant is facing 6 felony counts, including first-degree murder. The hearing for Jose Medina has been postponed until Friday. This tragedy hits close to home for our next guest, who is the assemblyman representing Sheridan's hometown of Yorktown Heights. Republican New York Assemblyman Matt Slater joins us now, and we thank you so much for doing just that as we mourn the loss of this young life taken far too soon and so senselessly. How is your community reacting to this tragic murder, and how is she being remembered?
Well, thank you, Carly, and good morning. Yeah, this is an absolute senseless tragedy, and our community is completely devastated. We are doing everything we can to stand with the Gorman family. We, of course, extend our heartfelt condolences and prayers to her father, Tom, her mother, Jess, her sister, Maddie, and we are doing everything we can to rally around them, to lift them up, and to honor Sheridan and to ensure that she gets the justice that she so deserves. And
I have a question for you guys. I want to know, do you think that, let me ask you guys a question. I see, where you at, Liberty? Get this fool up out of here. I got him. Don't worry about it. I got him. Boom! Out of here. Do me a favor. I'm asking you guys a question. Do you think that what was I about to ask you? I had the multitask right there. I'm sorry. I didn't like what dude was talking about, Wilma and Fred or whatever like that. Ain't nobody got no jokes. No jokes right now. I have a question. Do you think that they should be sued? Let's say, for instance, after a parent loses their child in a sanctuary city, do you think that the parent should be able to sue that city? What do you guys think about that? It just came over me yesterday. I thought about this. I said, do you think that they would change policies if the sanctuary cities would start to be financially sued for all of these little crimes that are going on? Maybe when they start getting hit in the pockets, they'll start changing their tunes. What do you guys think about that? Let me ask you guys a question. Answer that question for me. I just wanted to get back on topic, get off topic real quick, because I thought about that yesterday. The parents of the victims, should they sue sanctuary cities? Let's go.
So our community is coming together in a whole host of ways through GoFundMe pages, by having green lights installed on all of our front porches, and coming up with a community vigil this coming weekend.
Yeah, and she was out with friends on a night where everybody was out. It's just, she was the one that was senselessly targeted by this horrific crime. She was going to see the Northern Lights over Lake Michigan, and her life was taken, and her family is left shaken. And they released a statement saying, we are gravely disappointed by the policies and failures that allow this individual to remain in a position to commit this crime. When systems fail, whether through release decisions, lack of coordination, or unwillingness to act, the consequences are not abstract. They are real In our case, they are permanent. I read
18 years old, y'all. She was 18 years old. I want to read some of the stuff that you guys say. It's important. What else? Absolutely should be able to sue. They're responsible for the thug being here. Somebody else said a child. Did she know him? No, he came out of nowhere. It was like pow pow and some stupid crap. Damn, just going to see the sky. She was going to see the Northern Lights. Oh my God, so sad. He had a rap sheet and they allowed him to walk. If they're going to sue him, I would sue the mayor and the governor. Personally, I think there's circumstances, yes, if the state is protecting and non-documented, judges should be liable. System failed the parents. Tragic. The city may have laws protecting them from these lawsuits. Audrey, yeah. Go ahead, let's keep on going.
a portion of Governor Pritzker's statement, but he also said that we need to stop politicizing heinous tragedies. We heard the family just there blaming policy decisions on her death. So what's your reaction to what the family is saying right now about what caused this?
Well, I think the family is in just such immense pain, and they're looking for answers, and deservedly so. And right now, again, our focus as a community is the family, is rallying around the family. But there is no doubt that justice and answers are needed.
You got some people in Congress and some people in administration and power that should not be, particularly this one right here. Oh man, y'all want to go ahead and for a second? Let's get into it real quick. This woman should, I don't know. This was never about fraud. Pernilla J. LaPaul blast the GOP back the fraud bill targeting immigrants. Thank you so much for allegations of fraud in Minnesota. Conservative have discovered that part of this administration, is the administration that's assaulting from Minnesota. What I'm basically trying to say is she's flipping the script and trying to say that let's say, for instance, Nick Shirley, he went to Minnesota and allegedly found fraud. She says words like that, tries to mince things up and just tries to make it like very small to the real details of what's going on here. Check this crap out right here. Let's go.
Thank you so much, Mr. Chairman. I rise in strong opposition to H.R. 1958.
Looking like another Quagmire daughter. Yiggity, giggity. Look at them. Look at that jaw. Jesus Christ. She could fight in the heavyweight ring bout.
This bill was inspired by the allegations of fraud in Minnesota that a conservative YouTuber claims to have discovered, and it is part and parcel of the Trump.
And I promised myself that I would break down every word when you do this. You had the nerve to say claims. There's no such thing as claims of what the guy did. He went out there, did research, and really found out some fraud that was going on. Watch how they try to flip the words, though.
Claims to have discovered, and it is part allegations of fraud in Minnesota that a conservative YouTuber claims to have discovered, and it is part and parcel of the Trump administration's deadly assault on Minnesota. The Trump administration used these fraud allegations to surge thousands of lawless ICE and Border Patrol agents into Minnesota who increasingly used violent tactics to terrorize communities, to kidnap people off the streets, to break into homes without a warrant, to deploy chemical weapons and assault anyone who dared to peacefully and lawfully protest, observe, or record their activities. And we can never forget that ICE's lawless actions resulted in the killings of 2 U.S. citizens.
That shouldn't have been where they was at. That was acting out. That did a few things with the cars. And let me just say, questionable what you're trying to say right now. And you're trying to mince things and throw them all in to see what sticks. We're not stupid over here at Our Bottom Line, but we're gonna let her keep talking, y'all.
Renee Good, a mother of 3, had just dropped one of her 3 children off at school and stopped to support her neighbors when an ICE agent shot her not once, not twice, but 3 times at point blank range and killed her.
Now imagine if we never saw what happened, or imagine if we never knew what was going on and we just took her word for what's going on out here.
Alex Preddy, an ICU nurse, tried to help a peaceful observer whom federal agents had shoved to the ground when several agents attacked him, wrestled him to the ground, and Mr. Speaker, shot him 10 times. The harm that the Trump administration inflicted on Minnesota has resulted in generational trauma on people of all statuses, all in the name of so-called fraud. But
see that so-called fraud, all that money that they found out there, trillions of dollars, and she's over here talking about so-called. Oh man, let's keep it going, you guys. Let's keep it going. We got a lot more to cover. Just want to be able to break down a lot of the nonsense that these people are trying to spill on us like we was born yesterday. We were born at night, but it wasn't last night. Let's double tap that screen and get those likes up. I really appreciate it. Subscribe to the channel. We got much more. You see this right here? Yeah, we play both sides of the coin. We don't just go in one direction. We play all sides. We're not like that. You guys always, some people say, why you only play Fox? Nope, MSNBC, AP, Channel 7, does not matter. Why? We're grown over here. We make our own decisions. Somebody runs out screaming fire, we run with them and don't worry about going in to see if there's a fire. If he's lying, then we won't mess with him or listen to him anymore. But I'm not gonna run in if there's a fire unless I'm a fireman. Exactly. Don't get caught in rabbit holes. Jump out of them. Don't do this. Don't do this and get caught in there. Be like this. Jump over it. Be able to notice what's crappy and then get rid of what's not real and keep on moving. Let's get on over to the top Democrats who vows to turn the Epstein files into the Epstein trials. Talks about co-executives and much more. One thing I do appreciate is when victims start to speak, people that actually were a part of systems before and know what's going on. I appreciate everything she's about to say. I may not agree with everything everyone says, and I gotta tell you guys that. Democrat, Republican, Independent, doesn't matter to me, conservative. If you have common sense, I understand and I appreciate you. That's why it's really hard to pick a party. But I did hear a lot of relevant information in what was being said here, and I just had to share it with you guys. Let's check this out, let's go.
What were your overall takeaways from what you saw in this video today? And how do these individuals, the accountant and the lawyer, it always at the end of the day kind of comes down to the accountant and the lawyer, right? What do they say to you, or how do they fit in these operations, particularly given that Mr. Indite is noted for saying, well, I don't know anything about the relationship that much between Epstein and Donald Trump, but
Mr. Indite, that's the lawyer for Jeffrey Epstein. They're saying that he's still holding firm and he's still being like, being Jeffrey Epstein's defense. Also, the two people that stand to make the most money out of the Jeffrey Epstein trial are the accountant as well as the lawyer. Why? Because they get to keep whatever's left over after the negotiations are done. So guess what? I bet you those are going to be some strong negotiations so they can keep the lion's share or a lot of the money. It's always a reason why people are involved, the money.
He was there for a long time, so help us frame it.
Yeah, I mean, I think what is remarkable is that even in death, his closest associates and co-conspirators are still covering for him. And I think that is what is so remarkable about this story, is the network of powerful people and individuals who are in Jeffrey Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell's orbit, who even after they committed crimes against over 1,000 women, sexual abuse, financial crimes, that you still have individuals who work for them for decades, who were at the center of the very criminal activity, who are claiming they never saw anything and they never saw any misconduct. But I think it's important to understand that both the lawyer and the accountant whose depositions were released today stand to make tens of millions of dollars off of their execution of Jeffrey Epstein's will. And the way the will is structured is that there is a survivor fund, and at the end of that, they get to basically keep whatever is left over. And we don't know what was written into whatever contracts, but it's clear that they have a financial interest. And in fact, his lawyer, who we interviewed last week, we believe has made over $90 million to date, more or less what he stands to get at the end. And to me, all of this at the end of the day points to the cover-up, whether the cover-up happens because of the people that surrounded him, who insulated him from conviction, or the cover-up that goes all the way to the White House with the continued effort by the AG and the deputy AG to insulate the president from accountability in what we now believe to be 2 accounts of potential rape of a minor. And so this is why we've also deposed Pam Bondi. It's why she is scheduled to appear in front of the committee, and we demand answers.
Still people getting paid. Still the estate, they're trying to say at one time Jeffrey Epstein's estate was worth over $740 something million. So now they're about to pay up to, let's say, let's say maybe 175 or 200 something million dollars. Right, out of that $200 million that they have to do payouts, as you heard here, the lawyers get to keep the change on it because I had to do the accounting, I had to do the lawyer work. But of course, like I said, they're going to be very stern or really trying to be really soft, really hard on negotiations because of that same reason. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. Let's go. Let's keep on going. Somebody said it. They keep on saying it in the comments. They keep on saying in the comments that the man is alive. I know he got enough money to be alive, right? He got enough money. And yes, Eric, thank you so much. Jordan, thank you so much for the $5 super chat while we were coming on. I appreciate you guys. Keep them coming. If you want me to say your comments, want me to get them out there, that's a good way to make me see them because it lights up. With $1, $2, whatever it is, I can see a comment and we get right into it. Sometimes I see just a lot of lines behind me, but when it lights up with colors make me understand and see what's going on. Let me stop you guys. But I would appreciate it if you go ahead and hit that like button. YouTube sends up a signal when we get enough like hits and our heading goes up, more people come over here. We're trying to get up to 80,000 subscribers, hopefully 100. I want that plaque. We put the work in, let's go. Let's get on over to London in the UK, where they're saying that Trump could derail Andrew's prosecution unless Congress fights back. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. As you know, this is not just a one location sort of a case. This has to do with many different places. London, the UK, the Congo, Russia, Ukraine. Jeffrey Epstein was worldwide with this.
Could the Andrew Mountbatten Windsor police investigation be derailed by Donald Trump? I'm Jack Royston, Newsweek's chief royal correspondent, and this is Newsweek's Royal Report. Hello listeners and welcome to the show to Nima Rahmani. Nima is the president of West Coast Trial Lawyers and he is a former federal prosecutor, and so he is therefore the perfect person to talk to about a major aspect of the Prince Andrew Mountbatten Windsor story this week, which is that British police have been trying to get hold of the unredacted versions of the Epstein files, all of these emails that we've been free to read, free to search the databases. None of those emails can form the basis of an actual criminal prosecution of Andrew, which means that actually this whole thing potentially, it sounds like, could collapse if they can't get hold of those originals. So Nima, have I got that right? Does that make sense to you?
That does make sense. And Jack, really excited to be on. You and I have talked about the Epstein files for years. And finally, at least there in the UK, yes, we may finally be seeing a criminal prosecution, although we've just had arrests, not quite there yet.
Yeah. That's all I wanted from there. They're still looking for information on Andrew Mountbatten Windsor in the UK. The reason why they're asking for the files from the US is because they really don't have that much. Okay, you see what's going on with the lead? That's all they're giving us. Not too much, you guys. Let's go. What else we got here? Oh, why Pam Bondi's subpoena is important. Let's get a little bit here. You guys, somebody in the fam sent this clip over. I thought it was interesting. I told you guys, we share this platform. I'll play your clips as well. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. Let's go.
This is big. Pam Bondi is set to testify about the Epstein files. The House Oversight Committee chairman officially subpoenaed Attorney General Pam Bondi, demanding that she answer questions about the DOJ's handling of the Epstein files. In this letter, committee chairman James Comer, a Republican, writes, "As Attorney General, you are directly responsible for overseeing the department's collection, review, and determinations regarding the release of the files." 5 Republicans on the committee sided with Democrats in the move to subpoena her. Bondi's been taking a lot of heat for how she's handled the Epstein files. Like when she testified publicly before the House Judiciary Committee, refusing to answer questions about the documents. She even insulted some lawmakers who tried to push back.
And we invited you in. This guy has Trump derangement syndrome. He needs to get, you're a failed politician. He needs to get off this matter.
Chairman, please restore his time. You can let her filibuster all day long, but not on our watch. Not on our time. No way. And I told you about that, Attorney General, before you started.
You don't tell me anything.
I did tell you because we saw what you did in the Senate.
You're a lawyer, not even a lawyer.
Committee will be in order.
The DOJ is saying that the subpoena is...
You don't tell me anything, you washed up excuse for a lawyer. You're not even a lawyer. Woo!
Completely unnecessary, and that the Attorney General has always made herself available to speak directly with members of Congress.
And as you know, last week she went in there and she just basically sat down. They were weren't happy with anything that she had to say. Democrats got up and walked out. We got to get on. We got to keep moving. That's it on Jeffrey Epstein. Not much, but we got something. CNN forced to admit that doom 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 doom. ICE agents are doing good. That's right. CNN of all networks, of all platforms, is forced to admit that ICE agents have been doing good and as employees after the airport deployment. Seems like people are moving along. They're catching their flights. And the reality is, I don't think people care who helps them get to their flight. As long as they get there, they don't really care who's doing it. But I just feel bad for the people that are not being able to work and get what they're supposed to get, which is their pay for what they do, the hard job that they do.
Here, the numbers have dropped off. The lines are getting shorter. I think the average wait time now is under 40 minutes.
And this is CNN, you guys, of all platforms.
So if you have a flight to catch today, it's a good time to come to Hartsfield-Jackson International. Talking about those ICE agents, you can see a few behind me right there. And then I'm going to walk you this direction, and you can see some more of them gathered over here. This is what they've been doing for the most part today, is doing the patrols around the airport, talking and gathering, not really helping the public in the sense of they're not taking tickets from anybody. They're not interacting with the public.
And they also do not have on masks, how they're trying to be depicted out here by a lot of people. And how yesterday we looked at the Daily News and they had it where it said LGA, ICE, and then they had the masks on. You remember that, you guys. A lot of news over here. We got to really start paying attention. And that's why I try to tell people, don't worry about what platform it is. We see through it. We pay attention to everything that's going on around here. We have to. We have to.
Seen so far. They're not checking anyone's ID. At the TSA checkpoints, they're not doing that as well. So the big question is, what have they been doing mostly? Well, it's been providing perimeter security, as you can see over here.
CNN was forced to admit that the deployment of Immigration and Custom Enforcement ICE agents has eased the TSA security lines. No masks. CNN correspondent Ryan Young reported on ICE agents' activity from Hartsfield-Jackson Atlanta International Airport. Young revealed the lines are getting shorter at the Atlanta airport, reporting that the average wait time is now under 40 minutes. The correspondent explained that ICE agents are not checking tickets or interacting with the public, but are providing perimeter support. I want to be total honest here, you guys. They said Jackson International Airport. That's not Hart. You guys, you're thinking Hart. It's still big, but it's not Hart. That's the one that's ridiculous. But we don't know. We're going to check in it over there as well. I like to be honest with my people. If you don't believe me, check it out. The main hub out of Atlanta should be Hart. That's Jacksonville, a whole nother state. I mean, a whole nother city. Let's keep on going. The presence of ICE at several airports across the U.S. has eased the burden on Transportation Security Administration, TSA agents. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys, because all we know is what they're saying. And now when you got the bad guys that don't like you talking good about you, it's like, now what can you say? I'm hoping and I'm praying. Me personally, I'm hoping that this gets to the point where they say, you know what, let's just get this thing funded and TSA workers can finally come back to work, you guys, because it's really not getting them anywhere, just sticking it to everybody like this. And now you've made it possible for the administration to come up with solutions that kind of hinder your whole play. Your whole play is now in the dirt now. What you gonna do now? You done dropped your gun. What you gonna do now? They done put somebody in the people's place now. Now you keep on not paying them and more people leave, you're gonna get more ICE agents, which is gonna do what? Make the illegals more scared to fly and come around, sell things and do things like that. So guess what? I hope that this pressures both parties to go ahead and get this thing together. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. We got a driver in an deadly wrong way I-75 crash that took out, that eliminated the life of one person before prosecuted. I don't like these people that drive these cars and they they drink alcohol, they take someone's life. It always seems to me like the person has some sort of attitude, like they feel like they're better than someone. And then as far as the remorse part, I don't really see remorse in these individuals. And a lot of times when it comes down to car wrecks, I also don't feel that people get the right amount of jail time. I don't think that they do. I think people that are driving drunk and take people out, and I have to say it like that, I think they deserve like 25 years to life, the same amount of time that an iller would get. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. And so many people that I saw, and so many accidents that I notice and I see where the driver is the one that never gets hurt, and everybody else is probably no longer with us, and they're just getting like 7 years or 8 years or something like that. I think they should have harsher sentences.
Breaking at 4, less than 2 hours. That's how much time passed between a Naples woman getting pulled over for speeding and slamming head-on into a 96-year-old man, killing him.
And it gets worse. We just learned Janice Taylor says she even knew the deputy who pulled her over, and that deputy didn't arrest her. And get this, she was even stopped in the middle of a turn lane for 35 minutes before going the wrong way on I-75. Gulf Coast News' Alexa Velez was inside court where the stunning bombshells were just dropped.
That's right, Ad Range. We fam over here.
We learned major new details in court today that paint a clearer picture of what led up to that deadly wrong way crash on I-75. And a Collier County deputy says that Janice Taylor was pulled over for speeding at around 2:30 on Wednesday morning on US 41.
They should have arrested her when they first stopped her.
And the prosecutor says that in a jail call, Taylor said she knew the deputy. A trooper who testified said they have multiple videos showing Taylor driving northbound in the southbound lanes of I-75 as several drivers swerved to avoid her. They say multiple 911 calls were made before the crash. She cried as the trooper went over where she drove while nearly 3 times the legal limit. That crash killed 96-year-old Arthur Gilbert, who troopers say was driving the right way when he was hit. We also learned more about her movements that morning. Troopers say after that traffic stop on US 41, friends picked her up and then they went to a Waffle House. From there, investigators say cameras show Taylor's car later sitting for about 35 minutes at the intersection of Golden Gate Parkway and the I-75 on-ramp near exit 105. After that, they say she drove up the ramp, turned around, and entered I-75 going the wrong way.
We learned and are in the process of still learning more about that. But she was stopped, and in her jail call, she admits that she was stopped at about 2:30 in her conversation with someone else. And she says, yes, she was stopped.
And she admitted that she was stopped for a half hour.
And that she knew the officer. She said, I think I knew the cop. And the person she was talking to said, well, he shouldn't have let you drop.
I think the cop is responsible for letting her go too.
The judge ruled that Taylor will remain in jail without bond, saying that she disregarded the public safety, and now she had multiple chances to stop before the actual crash that took Arthur Gilbert's life happened. Reporting outside the Collier County Courthouse, I'm Alexa Velez, Gulf Coast News.
That man made it all the way up to 96 years old, all the way to 96. And look what happened. It wasn't nothing with his own age, wasn't nothing that had to do with his health. That man could have probably made it to 100 or better. See what I'm saying? The wrong people on the road with licenses, driving drunk or whatever, and she just sitting there like this. Sitting there like this, like she don't care. Crazy situation, you guys. I want to pray for him. I want to pray for Arthur. I want to pray for his family. I want to pray for everybody that's involved in this tragic event. And I want to pray for his soul, because that was an old man right there that, like I said, probably could have lived much longer than he did, and he was probably very wise. Not only that, but you're 96 and still got the wherewithal to be able to drive. God bless his soul. Amen. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. How bad could AI work? Population, is it going to collapse? Well, guess what? A CEO sounds the alarm, and guess who's coming back? Guess who they're going to have to give some love to, you guys? That's right, the working man. The man that can spin that wrench, the man that can turn that screwdriver. You know why? AI can do a lot, but unless you train some robots to really be precise and really know what they're doing, you're still going to need plumbers. You're still going to need certain contractors, and you're still going to need men that know how to do their things with their hands. So guess what? The hands are back on point, you guys. This right here is going to beat this because they already got us beat with the brain. Now we got to go back to the hands. Let's go. And guess what jobs are going to be relevant again? And will be very highly skilled. More than lawyers, maybe. Plumbers. Let's go.
Business leaders, meanwhile, warning AI could shake up the job market. Demand is surging for skilled trades like plumbers and electricians. Entrepreneur and CEO Daniel Priestley says blue-collar work has been devalued.
Blue-collar work has been devalued. And we've seen people who work with their hands and people who turn up to your house and fix your house in a devalued role.
Do me a favor, let's double tap that screen and get those likes up. We got some educational information coming up right now. I know you would want more people to see. How do you do that? We got a lot of people here already. When you hit that like button, everybody else don't like to explain. They just say like, share. No, I don't do that. I explain why I'm asking. Hit the like button. YouTube sends up signal, people see it, more people come over and learn and see what we got going on. And if you have not subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? Become a member. I know it's kind of expensive. It's a whole $2.99 a month. I understand, but I think you're getting enough here to help out with that new YouTube premium deal we got going on over there. Also, you guys, it don't cost you nothing to hit that notification bell down there so that you know when we're on. I'm going to keep asking because I want to get over 500 likes today. I'm trying to get up because I know we got a good show. Let's get those likes up, y'all. Let's go.
And it could be in the next, couple of years, these are the roles that are elevated the most and that plumbers regularly earn more than lawyers simply because the nature of the economy has changed.
When I realized I was a plumber and I know how to cut black pipe and I know, yep, I can rap, I can act, and I can get out there and got to cut that pipe, you got to do what you got to do because it already pays good. Imagine what it's going to be soon. Interesting. Boogotti's plumbing company.
So Mike Rowe is here, CEO of the Mike Rowe Works Foundation. Mike, good to see you. So why are we seeing this surge in demand for the skilled trades in the age of AI?
It's math, mostly. 5 retire, 2 come in. That's how it's been in the skilled workforce for the last 12 years. We're aging out. There's a real demographic problem, both with just the graying of the workforce and a general population collapse. The other half are the stigmas and the stereotypes and the myths and the misperceptions that have conspired for a long, long time to keep a whole generation of kids from giving those exact jobs there an honest look. You put those two things together and then sprinkle the AI on top of it, and suddenly the crisis is existential. My foundation's been beating the drum for 18 years, but it really does feel like a memo has gone out to the C-suite. That guy is not alone. I just sat next to Larry Fink at BlackRock at an internet summit in DC. It was packed. Half the cabinet was there. And I'm telling you, if there was an alarm bell, they'd be ringing it. We got a $10 trillion infrastructure build on the horizon. We simply don't have the workforce to get it done right now. The grown-ups are paying attention.
It's a very popular thing on social media for moms to show them at home doing their laundry, cooking dinner, and saying, I've been told AI is going to take my job. Where are they?
Yeah, well, don't wait for AI. Find a skilled trade that you can actually be able to sustain with electrical and stuff like that. You might not want to do it, but you can start a whole company and have a whole bunch of people work for you. You want to be the boss, right? Think ways like that, but that's what's going to be doing it. Think about it like this. What's going to be needed for those AI companies to run? Plumbing, electrical, construction. They can't make the robots to do all of that. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. And if you appreciate the content and the way that we make sure that we pinpoint what's going on right now, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. I'd appreciate it. Los Angeles, people living in the sewer. Yes, we're going to Los Angeles. Something I never thought that I would ever see in my life in an exclusive video. This is the suffering that's going on in Los Angeles. So from all of the monetary that we spent on, let's get it, let's break it down. on WARs, on giving money to other countries, right? On, let's say, all the money that Doge found. And then we're going to start talking about all of the money that was spent on the illegals. Now, with all of that monetary, situations like this should not be even happening. And it's totally sad. I'm talking about like horrific, just to see people living like this. They went around in Los Angeles and found people actually living in the sewers.
At Fox 11 tonight, shocking and disturbing discovery in South Los Angeles. Some homeless now living underground inside the city's sewer system just to survive. Fox 11's Matthew Seudorf joining us live after witnessing these conditions firsthand. Matthew.
Yeah, Christine, this is bad, and the area isn't safe either. We actually had to drive a few miles away just for safety reasons for this live shot. But the things we saw, we won't forget. An up-close, exclusive look underground at living conditions too extreme for words. It's hard to imagine someone living in there. Trash, human waste, and an overpowering stench. I gotta get back. Just moments earlier, we watched someone climb out of that storm drain using the sewer as shelter. Water, too? Her answer's hard to understand. But the area, 88th and South Grand, overwhelmed with RVs, tents, and trash. Hello, yes. Juan Nala with nonprofit Clean LA with me was picking up garbage here Monday. We got a lady living down there. When he saw not one, but two people emerge from the storm drain.
I can't explain that. You know, a person living like a rat, worse than the rat? Come on. Hello?
And just 2 weeks ago, it happened again.
Somebody's living in there.
Another street in South LA, another person living underground.
It's a human being. Why are we accepting this? Why?
I understand where his heart at and what he's saying. The lady already looks like she may be already suffering from some mental issues already. And it's crazy that they found that lady. She came out talking about McDonald's and batteries. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you want some, what's going on with you? McDonald's and batteries, and I mean, because yes, she has a mental issue. Anyone that probably lives in a condition like that probably don't have that much communication ability. So that's what's going on here, you guys. Do me a favor. Let's double tap the screen and get those likes up. I selected this video for a reason. Want you guys to see what's going on, and I want many more people to see what's going on in Los Angeles as well. Let's go.
All the officials, they have to do something. They have to fix this problem.
It pisses me off. That's why I was like, what y'all doing? Finna tell them to clean it up?
And it's literally a doghouse over there, like a doghouse right next to it.
Angry, say they've reported the problems, but feel ignored.
Like, we need y'all help. We need that money. The public here need that.
A shocking snapshot of survival at its lowest point.
This person doesn't deserve to live like this. Not even the neighbors.
So I just got a statement from the mayor's office about 5 minutes ago saying that this is tragic and unacceptable, and then they're going to be out there tomorrow offering resources and help and trying to clean up this area the best they can. Reporting live tonight, Matthew Seudorf, Fox 11 News.
Somebody said we need a real Batman, huh? I think I've been saying that. That's why I remember in the beginning when we started doing this show, we had everybody as different characters. We had the Joker, we had Batman, we did all of that. We ran through that already because I was actually an extra on Gotham at one point before COVID hit. Yes, I've been doing a lot. I've been working hard for the money. So hard for it, honey. We got to get on over to Long Island though. No, matter of fact, let's pray for the homeless in Los Angeles. I want to pray for the lady that was sleeping under that in that tunnel there in that storm drain. I want to pray for everyone that's suffering, that's going through things like that, and hopefully we can solve these problems within our world, our great America at least. I see a lot of problems that are out there, but I also see a lot of wasted monetary that could have went right to those people before it went to anybody else. Amen. I always say that to you guys. I'm gonna tell you the truth. I don't care how anybody think. We could have gave all of that money to homeless and fixed up a New York's homeless crisis, Los Angeles homeless crisis, for all of the money that we spent on illegal immigrants. Let's keep on moving over to Long Island. We got a prosecutor that's being charged he finally found a second person in this crazy attack. I don't want to say the word, but I'm going to spell it. It's an ACID attack. It's a follow-up because they found the second person that did it. The first person that did it was a rapper, and he got paid by somebody to do this. ACID on somebody. Terrible situation. And now we have the victim who's now, years later, who's had to have tons of skin grafts and so much plastic surgery, going to be able to see and hear directly from the source. Let's go ahead, you guys. Double tap that screen and get those likes up. Let's go.
Prosecutors have charged a second person in the acid attack of a Long Island college student. The horrifying attack in 2021 left her permanently disfigured. Jennifer McLogan joins us live now from the courthouse in Mineola. Jennifer.
Jessica, good afternoon. New developments, as you say, in the terrifying 5-year-old case that disfigured a Long Island college student. This morning, a second man has been arrested in connection with that tragic acid attack on Nafaya Ikram. We are standing outside court awaiting the arrival of this second defendant and to learn the specific charges against him. It was March of 2021 when Ikram, then a 21-year-old Hofstra student, was doused with sulfuric acid in the driveway of her Elmont home. The hooded and masked assailant left her with second and third degree burns on her face and body and blind in one eye. Despite video of the red getaway car, the case stalled for years. But family and supporters never gave up. Finally, a tip led them to an aspiring rapper, Terrell Campbell of Brooklyn.
And I want you guys to understand, you see this rap video right here that he's rapping on? He admitted it in the song. He said that he did it in the song. He ain't rapping no more. He doing this, copping out.
Whose lyrics in his song and his incriminating web searches regarding sulfuric acid helped build the case against him. He was arrested last month before the statute of limitations expired and pleaded not guilty. And today, an accomplice has been linked to that horrific crime for soliciting the attack. In February, after the first arrest, Ikram spoke.
I'm glad in a sense that, even though this is the beginning of a different chapter in my life, I'm glad that I've closed the chapter on the uncertainty and the safety and the looking over the shoulder. That's helpful.
We await details, especially on motive. Do prosecutors believe that this second man paid for this crime? How much and why? We expect to hear from the district attorney following the arraignment and hopefully from the victim herself. We're live outside the Mineola courtroom. Jennifer McLogan, CBS 2, New York. Jessica, to you.
It's not even about the rap part. It's about him as a person, who he is. I rap, but I would never do nothing like that. My mama raised me better than that. I ain't doing nothing like that to nobody. It ain't about what you do. It's about what you are and heart and who raised you. He probably trying to, let me get some money to do something with it and don't care about how you went about it. That's morals. That's a piece of trash. That's a monster. That's who he is. Don't even give him that easy title. A person. No, he ain't. He's a monster and a piece of trash. I think he deserves life for doing what he did to her. She was a very beautiful girl when that happened. Probably was hating on her. Why? Because she was beautiful. We're going to keep on following that story because I want to know who the other person was that they caught now, and I want to see what the bottom line is and see why it got to that. Let's pray for her. I want to pray for her family. Also, all women around the world, as well as men who've been affected by the same sort of tragic events where people do things like this out of jealousy, out of whatever they decide that they want to do it for. And I want to pray that they find people like this immediately and start to really prosecute them very hard. And I want to make sure that the families and anybody involved with this is getting through it to help them out as much as they can. And I'm hoping that they can heal as best as possible. Amen. Terrible situation like that right there, y'all. Crazy. And y'all ain't going to believe this one. What I told you guys already. I already told you. If we make something up, it can probably happen. Y'all can make something up right now. Think about it, maybe a couple of weeks, it's going to happen. 2 weeks later, it's going to happen. Or maybe it already did. Y'all not going to believe this story because it was hard for me to believe it. I'm serious. This is something that only could come out of a movie or a video game. Something that, the craziest thing that you could make up. Here we go. Matter of fact, let me pull it up to make sure because when I say it, I just want to hit the button. That's right. Y'all ready for this? Let's see if y'all ready for this one. Do me a favor, double tap that screen and get those likes up. I would really appreciate it. Also, if you just came in and you have not subscribed, we're a good show. You should be a part of it. Hit that subscribe button. Washington, we have a quadruple amputee, Dayton James Weber, also a professional cornhole player. He's facing murder charges. That's right, capital M-U-R-D-E-R charges. For what? Remember, he's a quadruple amputee. For pow-powing somebody. For how did he pow-pow him with no exactly hands and feet? Watch this. Let's keep on moving forward, y'all.
Now to a bizarre story out of Charles County. Police now investigating after a professional cornhole player with no hands and no legs is accused of firing a deadly shot all while driving. We want to get out to our Homa Bash. She is live in La Plata this evening with more details. Homa?
Angie, bizarre to say the least, but before we get any further into the story, I just want to try to
Jay Cricket says, I heard this yesterday. My coworker knows the family.
answer the question that so many people have right now. How did someone with no arms, no hands manage to fire a gun and allegedly kill someone?
It's early in the investigation, but there is no evidence at this point to suggest anybody else was involved in the shooting, and that he acted alone on this.
Now watch closely. You're looking at the man accused of murder in this case. Video from his TikTok page titled "No Hands, No Feet, Shooting 9mm Handgun." His name is Dayton James Weber, a 27-year-old quadriplegic amputee and professional cornhole player.
Okay, I'm coming for the comments. Somebody said no fingerprints. That's crazy work. I'm not surprised. I'm a professional cornhole player. He's a professional cornhole player. Somebody said, what? I know I can get them 25 likes, Liberty, right? With that video right there. Come on, Lib. We ain't going no further until we get them 25 likes. That's right. We waiting right here. We're going to keep on reading. Dang, you can't make this ish up. I was like, how? What the hell dumb as fuck? But are the fingerprints on the... How? No, how are there fingerprints? There's butt prints. And I don't mean this one either. Let's keep on going. Let me be his lawyer. He got one finger. He got... Wow. Dude has no arms or legs. No, he got... He good. That's a good comment. Check this. Check his tongue for GSR. Ooh, he's not the quadriplegic. MF can't clearly walk. You're right about that. You're right about that. He can walk. You're right. He's walking on them butts. What's happening? Bruh, you dress well. Thank you so much. I hope the tie is straight. Never trust a cornhole player. You can't trust a cornhole and a smile. Cornholio. Cornholio. Beavis. Butthead. Cornholio. He's going to be professional cornhole player when he's going where he's going to. Ooh, when they see him, get on over here, boy. Remember Beavis and Butthead? Cornholio.
And the crowd loves it. This all started around 10:30 last night when La Plata police officers were flagged down by two witnesses near Radio Station Road. Charles County Sheriff's investigators say Weber was the driver when he shot and killed his front seat passenger, then asked those in the back seat to help get rid of the body. They refused, got out of the car, and alerted police. Weber took off with the victim in the car, identified as 27-year-old Bradrick Wells. 2 hours later and about 15 miles away.
Somebody said his lawyer's gonna say he was unarmed. Somebody says, I am the great cornholio. That's what I was going for.
Wells's body was found dumped in someone's front yard in Charlotte Hall, Maryland. Soon after, Weber's car was tracked to a gas station in Charlottesville, Virginia. He was found at a hospital nearby and arrested after his release.
We got to get those numbers up much higher than where we at right now. We got to get those numbers up. Come on, y'all. I don't care if it's only 100 people here. Double tap again. Double tap again. I want them up to 500. I don't want no 300. I want 500 more people over here. We need more people over here for the work that we're doing. I'm not taking no less than that. 300. I thought we was 2 more hits to 5. That ain't enough. Now y'all owe me 202 likes. I want my money or I want my likes. I want $2 each head to try to send me a comment. $5 for if you really got a serious thing that you want to say. Or you know what you can do? Double tap that screen and hit that like button. Or you know what I'm gonna do? Give me all the money in your pockets. That's my favorite wrestler right there. Oh yeah, Macho Man Randy Savage. That's right, you guys. He's telling you through me. hit that like button. Let more people know we're over here. We're not good with 300. That's low for us. What are y'all doing? Y'all don't want people to know we're here? Let's get it. I got a whole tuxedo on 300. Come on now. We can do better than that. I know y'all can. Let's go.
I think the witnesses helping really gave us a good start, obviously, and then it was excellent police work with not only our detectives and La Plata Police, but also the authorities in Virginia.
Now, we're told that all four men in that Tesla SUV were friends, got into some sort of argument before that shooting happened. As you heard, Weber is currently in Virginia. He's going to be extradited back here to Charles County to face charges of first and second degree murder. Guys?
Okay, where we going right now? I think we got to get on over to the old reliable. Sometimes he's looking for videos. Sometimes he can't find one. And he says, you know what? You can never fail when you go to Florida. Local news, Florida. And guess what? Brand new this morning, we got Miami and the Gulf Coast. Victim chases a man accused of stealing $15,000 worth of gold chains during a Cape Coral Facebook marketplace deal. You know how it goes down, you guys. You gotta be careful with those Facebook marketplace deals. Put it like this. If somebody really want to buy something from you, they'll buy it from you in the middle of the precinct. If they really want it from you, right? So hey, be careful about these late night pickups, about these odd phone numbers that people are not responding back to, and make sure that the page is verified. That will probably help you. But to tell you the truth, I don't do too much business on Facebook Marketplace. If I'm gonna sell a gold chain, I'm gonna sell it in a pawn shop for the weight that it is. Let's keep on moving forward. You guys double tap that screen. And yes, we do have the best jokes because we're the #1 show on YouTube in the morning, ad reigns, you included. You know how we do it. Let's go. Let's keep it moving. Let's go. I'm going to the pawn shop. Matter of fact, I'm going to the Diamond District. And before I go down there, I'm going to go like this. What's the price of gold today? I'm going to find the weight, and then I'm going to do the math. And then when I go down to the Diamond District, they're going to say, oh, yeah, we'll give you $7. Yeah, well, what's the price you're quoting today? They're going to be like, oh, he knows what he's talking about. That's right. That's right. Ain't giving nobody my money. Thank you so much again, Jordan. Appreciate that right there. Let's go.
Cape Coral police arrested a teenager after a Facebook marketplace deal went wrong. Police say the buyer, 18-year-old Jaden Everett, attempted to grab the gold jewelry being sold and then run away from a home in Southeast Cape Coral off Cultural Park Boulevard. These are photos.
Try to make a run with the goods. He was going to really come off with all that. See, that's some real good stuff right there. That's Cuban stuff right there. That's the official old school stuff that Papa used to be outside with, right, playing dominoes outside with. You know what I'm saying? I never thought that gold was going to be as expensive. All that crap that they got out now, give me this any day. Let's go. Let's keep going.
Of the gold chains he allegedly tried to steal. The victim ended up tackling Everett and holding him down until officers.
My precinct as a police station has a Craigslist marketplace meetup section in the parking lot, so I'm grateful for it. Exactly, that's what I'm talking about. I'll meet him in the lobby. Sell gold on Facebook Marketplace? Exactly, never, right? Thank you so much, Carrie Franklin, for the $2 super chat. Still got my herringbone, and yo, take it to the pawn shop and see how much it is worth right now. You wouldn't believe it since the price of gold went up. That's what I'm talking about. Man, those are the bitty chains, but they worth dough, trust me. Jesus piece, exactly. Sounds like mini Miami. That's where the Cape Coral turned into. Okay, Carrie, Trump 24. Carrie, thank you everybody. Let's keep on going, you guys.
Arrived. Family members were able to recover the stolen items and called 911.
Yes, it is free to double tap that screen and get those likes up. Thank you so much, Miss Swanza, and I appreciate you showing me a little bit of love for the hard work finding these stories and keeping us entertained. Are you entertained? Come on now, y'all see what Miss Swanza doing. She's showing some love for the what you call it now, what we got right now, YouTube Premium. Yeah, we paid for it, you guys. We ain't got no commercials going on. If I see one, I'm gonna call them. Y'all said we ain't supposed to see no commercials no more, but they said 1 or 2 might slip through. Yes, we now have YouTube Premium. Let's go. Let's keep on going. I know about that gold because I'm from the hood. I know a lot of Spanish and Dominican people that used to buy stuff like that once they started getting bread. Now it's talking about starting to get bread. Guess what? Now the minimum wage. Guess what, you guys? Are you happy to hear about this? The impact of what's going on now? California, a new study looked at the impact of fast food minimum wage. $20. Hey, that's not a bad one right there. 20 bucks. People thinking that they can just raise the minimum wage when the employer has to find ways to eliminate cost. You know what that means? Robots, less people working, and then you start having situations where companies are closing down because they can't pay the wage because the food is too expensive. Because now the customer, you and I, we have to take on that extra cost. Let's keep on moving forward to Cali and see what's going on. Meanwhile, nice car, right? Nice car.
Statewide minimum wage hike for fast food workers is now set at $20 an hour. It was designed to help struggling employees, but a new study from UC Santa Cruz suggests it may be doing the complete opposite.
Yeah, Fox 26 News reporter Myra Franco breaks down the findings for us and what it reveals. Myra.
Yeah, look at the before and afters right here, y'all. Look like they got the same dress on, but a total different shape, huh?
The study shows more people are applying for fast food jobs, but many are not seeing increased hours or even securing employment at all. It also finds businesses are cutting shifts, customers are paying higher prices, and more machines are replacing workers.
You can't force employment. You can't force employers to do stuff if the money's not there.
Last February, we first brought you this story.
Is California's minimum wage increase a policy success or policy failure? A new study released by the Berkeley Research Group has an answer for that.
And once again, the question is being raised by another study, this one from UC Santa Cruz. The report shows many of the same trends still playing out. Researchers talk about how the $20 fast food minimum wage has created unintended consequences across the industry. We heard that then.
Before the wage increase, they had a certain amount of hours. They're going to end up with the same check because their hours are severely decreased.
It's survival mode. We continue to read and see in real time, owners that are upgrading, they're getting kiosks, they're not having people work as many hours, people aren't getting overtime, people aren't expanding in the state of California.
And we're here.
In New York, they're making 30 an hour, you guys. 30.
Hearing it again, we circled back with Tom Monzo, the founder.
That's why the burger costs $17 now, the regular one.
Founder of the California Business and Industrial Alliance, to get his take on this study and how things are looking for businesses now.
You can't deny what's happening to this industry. You can't deny that places are closing. Big chains are closing. People are getting laid off. I mean, there's no denying that. And I think the studies have always proven it.
This recent study found that more people are applying for these higher paying jobs, but few are getting hired because there are only a few of these jobs. Many companies are now turning to automation like self-service kiosks and mobile ordering. Even with fewer employees, restaurants are
mobile ordering, have one person outside, somebody inside cooking, and 9 times out of 10, the way the business is going now, one of my friends runs a business. He runs a big pizza spot that's like a convenience store. It's called Roadhouse Pizza. They have pizza and some of the best burritos that you can ever taste. Johnny's Pizza. You ever in Durango, stop by Roadhouse and tell them Boogotti sent you. That's right, Roadhouse Pizza Corp. His name is Johnny Pizza. Go over there, have a good time. Tell Heidi I sent you as well. Also, guess what? Know what I learned from him? You know when you have a business and you can't afford the employees, what you got to do? That means you as the owner, you got to take on that work and that responsibility. So whereas you may not be working there, after stuff like this starts to kick in, you might wind up back on the shift again. Yep, that's the first thing he told me. When that happens, I got to get back over there making pies. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. We got to get on over to Detroit. That's right, more information coming out of Detroit. We got a girl who escapes after being held captive by an accused predator. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys, and double tap that screen and get those likes up.
Good evening, everybody. I'm Rupraj. We begin with a Fox 2 exclusive. A teenage girl held captive for 10
10 days. Authorities say she left her Detroit home on her own and ended up with an accused predator. Fox News' Jessica Dupnack is in studio with how she got away. Jess.
Well, Roop, according to police, it was actually all of the media coverage and Detroit police listing her as a missing person that finally rattled this guy loose enough to let her go. Well, she ended up with the 38-year-old on her own. It's unclear exactly how, because according to police, the two were strangers. Lit up windows, no knobs on the doors inside. A teen girl held captive in filth here on Detroit's west side, allegedly by 38-year-old Rennell Agee.
He held her down. She tried to stop him. He held her arms back, and he continued to assault her. She was screaming, and he did not stop.
According to the Wayne County Prosecutor's Office, it went on for 5 of the 10 days she was with him this month.
She couldn't leave because the windows were boarded up and there were no doorknobs on the door.
Whoa.
Knives by his bedside. Agee allegedly threatened to hurt her family into keeping her quiet until he got spooked.
The defendant finally let her leave when he saw that she was posted as a missing person on social media.
Agee was already out on just a personal bond for allegedly recently pointing a gun at his wife's head and threatening to, quote, blow her head off.
Do me a favor, you guys. Again, a lot of these stories are not getting out. So what I like to do is get those likes up to get more people to know about what's going over here. When you hit the like button, it sends up a signal. YouTube sends more people over here and they get to see what we got going on. I'd appreciate it, and I'm sure many more people would appreciate it if they could see what's happening in their town, especially if something like this is going on. Let's go, you guys. Let's get it.
He has a history of assaultive convictions and diagnosed mental illness, denying it all in court.
It's not true, Your Honor.
Okay, all right.
When the missing teen girl returned home this month, the case was far from over for Detroit Police Major Crimes Unit.
We're going to investigate and follow any and all leads that are going to get us to a point where we can file charges.
In this case, a horror story, but Commander Rebecca McKay says all missing children's stories are vetted thoroughly.
I would warn anybody out there who decides they want to take in one of these young runaways that we're probably going to figure out who you are and what's been happening.
So I want to underscore one point from this story there. Rennell Agee, the suspect in this case, he was on a personal bond, out on a personal bond on tether at this home on the west side when this allegedly all happened, when this girl was held captive for 10 days. So he was already in a lot of trouble with the law. Since then, the judge making, I would assume, is the right decision in this case with 11 felonies, remanding him to custody, of course, innocent until proven guilty as this case moves forward.
Yeah, but the bond question and issue has always been something that's come up so often about whether there's appropriate bond for dangerous people.
Right. Yeah, and he has a history, I think 3 other assaultive crimes in the past. Now, those were convictions, and it's hard. Sometimes it lays flat on a piece of paper in front of the judge or magistrate, and they don't necessarily know the ins and outs. But in this case, I think it was the right decision, and we're just glad that little girl is safe tonight.
I think.
Yeah, but look what had to happen for it to get there. 10 days she was missing, 5 days he was assaulting her. That's crazy right there, man. Come on now. That's crazy. That's crazy. Need to get themselves together. I want to pray for the girl that was victimized in this situation here. I hope she can get through this physical immediately, but I know it's going to take a ton of time for her to get over the emotional scars that this situation has brought onto her. Lord knows what her mind was thinking. She probably thought that she was not going to make it out at all. So I just want to pray for her and her family as well as the people that found her and got her out of there. Amen, you guys. Let's keep on moving forward. Do me a favor. We need to get those likes up. We're not playing around here. We got to get more people over here to know about these stories. And I'm tired of hearing about the community. We need a community to raise the kids. We don't need no community to raise the kids. You need to raise your damn kids yourself. I'm telling you straight up and down. And no matter what town, city, or state it is, my mother never blamed nobody else for what I did. You know what she did? Come here for a minute. Come here. Come here. Now go sit down. Exactly. Now let me go get something and finish it off, because that was just a teaser. That was a little taste. That was an appetizer. Let's keep on moving forward. If you do something crazy around my mother, you ain't going to want to do nothing wrong no more. Trust me. Get on over to Sac Town, where these teens never had no hands or feet put on them. They probably don't know nothing about getting in trouble or getting punished, not even put in the corner. They came inside the store and started ransacking the store, throwing potato chips around, doing whatever they wanted to do. First of all, probably because they couldn't afford the stuff. And then what they do is they damage property, start picking stuff up to eat it or whatever because, hey, it's on the ground, right? Sadly, yeah, this is what your kids are doing when you telling them, when you telling the community that they need to be a community and take care of your kids and help you out.
Tonight on Fox 40, we're getting a look at chaotic security footage from Power in Chevron along Folsom Boulevard. The store's manager tells us this all went down Thursday night when dozens of kids rushed to the small shop, ransacking the goods and terrifying an employee who was working all alone. Thank you for joining us for Fox 40 News at 10. I'm Dennis Shanahan. Fox 40's Sierra Krug is taking us inside the shop, and she has the store's message to these unruly young people.
Here's what an employee working alone at a gas station convenience store might want to see through security devices. But within a second, things can turn from peace and quiet to sheer chaos and destruction. This is what the inside of Power in Chevron along Folsom Boulevard looked like Thursday night.
They feel that they can just walk in any store and pick up things and throw things and do whatever they can do and run away.
Store manager Slishan showing Fox 40 this security footage from the teen takeover. It starts with some apparent students heading into the store, but things rapidly.
They need to get the video and everyone, and they need to do some real time, like 30 days inside the juvenile jail. Every one of them. I said 30 days for each one of them. That's right.
Escalate.
And it was just one employee out here, and they all do their hard work and try to also survive while working here.
Dozens of young people taking claim over the business. Sean tells us the cashier was frightened, not knowing how far the turbulence would go. He tried to remain calm and called 911.
If he was trying to react to something, he would have been in the process of getting hit also.
What I'm trying to say is this. If your mama and daddy not sending you out there the right way, how is the community supposed to correct that? I understand coaches and our teachers and everybody is supposed to help. I understand that because it's a community that's necessary. But how about this? Give the community something to work with. That's all I'm saying. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys.
Because the crowd was trying to throw candies to him.
Bags of chips flying through the air, a thunderstorm of candies and Slim Jims. Sean says these disruptive incidents happen all too often, adding the shop has had to replace their door twice within the past 6 months.
People who do all these things, they tend to be hostile also, aggressive also.
Now he's ready for people who target small shops to be held accountable.
Because if you say something that they want to hit you or beat up on the workers and stuff like that, you guys, sad situation right there, sad situation. We got to be better. And again, I understand the community aspect of it, but give them something to work with. Am I right, you guys? Double tap that screen. Let's get those likes out because it's 1 for the morning, and 2 for the show, and 3 to get ready. Now go, cat, go. Now don't you step on my blue suede shoes. You can do anything but lay off of my blue suede shoes. Or you can knock me down and straighten my face and write my name all over the place and do anything you want to do. But honey, lay off of my shoes. Come on, y'all, let's get into it. Where we going right now? We going to Graceland. That's where the president went. Had a little stopover in Graceland where Trump visits the Elvis Graceland, the home in Memphis, Tennessee. Yes, let's get into it real quick and see how that went for the prez out there in Graceland.
He made every American feel that they could have the things that he had. They gave them reason, and he actually made America great. Yeah. He really did. He gave people reason to feel that they deserved something, regardless of where they came from, regardless of who their parents were, regardless of anything. He gave them the belief that they could be anything they wanted to be.
And does his music sell better today than it did during his prime?
He actually, the estate makes more money today than it ever made while Elvis was alive, even when counting for inflation. Our new epic, which you really need to see, and hopefully you can in the White House, the new Baz Luhrmann epic biography, just incredible, broke all records for any, beat the Beatles, beat Led Zeppelin, any other music biography. So he's really as relevant or more relevant today than he's ever been.
You need to see it. Let's go see all these people. These are the biggest people in the country. There's our Attorney General in case you get in trouble. Would you help out Elvis? Elvis maybe, I don't know, gets a little bit of a pass. Not much. We're not allowed to give much of a pass. But he was great. You were a big fan of Elvis, Pamela.
My mother was, especially.
Elvis loved law enforcement. He actually donated a lot of money to law enforcement. He wanted a badge so badly that he threatened the Shelby County sheriff that if he didn't get a badge, he'd run against them to get the badge.
So they went to Graceland. Now let's get on over to some sheltered land where we got to be at, because these are the kind of people that we like to roll with. That's right, you guys. We got a Los Angeles shelter that needs attention, and the shelter systems, period. I'm asking you, anybody in Los Angeles, if you have the room, if you ever thought about being a foster, if you ever thought about helping out, this may be the time to do it. I'm telling you guys, these dogs all over Los Angeles right now, they need help, and we could be the ones to help at least one. We got the shelters that are rushing to clear space after a rescue of over 300 dogs last week. People are all working together to save the lives, and they still need help, you guys. Let's get into it. Let's see what we got going on with our furry friends.
Today, more than 300 animals are at shelters across Southern California after they were seized from a property near Lake Hughes. LA County Animal Control said conditions at that home were deplorable, but now local shelters are filling up. Our Alex Rozier is at the Animal Care Center in Castaic with the efforts there to make some space.
Crews brought animals from that property near Lake Hughes to 7 LA County animal care centers, including here in Castaic. We wanted to show you those animals today, but we can't because officials say they're part of an ongoing investigation. But adding hundreds of animals is crowding shelters across Southern California. And the shelters say they need help with people adopting the existing pets to make room for everyone. Today I spent time with Baloo. He's not one of the dogs rescued from the property near Lake Hughes. We can't show you those pets due to the ongoing investigation. But the animals in this video are up for adoption at the LA County Animal Care Center in Castaic.
Find your nick. LA County Animal Shelter in Castaic. They need help, you guys, all of them.
Best friend here at any one of the animal care centers. Also, if you're not in a position to adopt, a great thing to do is foster.
Leaders here hope you consider picking up a new pet after more than 300 animals were seized from a property near Lake Hughes Friday. Some were flown out of state, but most are now filling up shelters across the area. Though the animals seized aren't available for adoption right now, there are plenty of other options.
By adopting, it will create space for not only the operation that happened on Friday, but for animals coming in daily.
Animal Control responded to the home near Lake Hughes Friday after receiving reports that the property owner violated multiple animal welfare laws.
The conditions there were hoarding conditions, they were unsanitary, there was dogs living in cages, there was feces everywhere.
Animal Control says they can't share photos or videos of what they found because it's also evidence in the ongoing investigation. The property owner didn't respond to a request for comment today, but I did speak with her.
Boogotti, you have some terrific fans here. The likes put you in my feed, and that's what made me come over here. See, that person just explained it. They said the likes put us in their feed, and that's what made them come over here. And we appreciate that. That's why I love you guys. Now, if you like the show, go ahead and subscribe, because we got much more coming. Let's go.
They're on the phone Friday.
People are already being judgmental. I'm getting so many phone calls calling me an abuser, a hoarder. They're saying that my dogs are emaciated and not in good condition, and they're not. They're healthy, and I'm taking pictures to prove otherwise.
She was not arrested, and Animal Control says it's up to the district attorney if charges will be filed. If you want to consider fostering or adopting, you can stop out to any of the 7 LA County Animal Care Centers. Their hours are 11 to 5, Monday to Saturday.
You do not have to keep it. You can foster it. Put the dog on your Facebook page to try to get somebody else to take the dog. But you can save the dog's life by getting them out that shelter. Anybody, whoever does it, I would love for you, if you ever decide to do it, can you send that picture over to us? Find that furry friend that you saved from annihilation. Sad to say, got to keep it 100. And we're definitely going to put that picture up in the post notification area. And we're going to see if our community can help you foster, as well as probably put some donations together to feed it. That's what the show should be about. Let's keep on moving forward. Security video shows a man wrestling with a coyote during a dog attack. That's right. Protect your baby. I don't know why this little dog thought that he can run up on this coyote, but why is it always the small dogs that do something crazy? I don't know what it is. If you put the energy of a chihuahua and a pit bull, you're gonna have a problem. I'm telling you. The Chihuahua got an attitude, but if you put that in, man, listen. Yes, this man right here, dog ran up on a coyote. What are you doing running over there? Now he got to go over there and deal with the coyote, grab it by the tail. Lord have mercy. Let's go, you guys. And you know it can't be nowhere else but South Carolina. Let's get into it, you guys. Let's go. All you hear is the barking, and then you see little Lightfoot over there on the top of the trailer, on top of the trash bin over there. I guess he sees something. I'm gonna call him Lightfoot because he's about that big. And then you got the owner over there with his robe on, like, look here, do your business so we can go back in the house, right? That's how it looks. That's that, do your business so we can go back in the house. That's the look right there, right? Let's go. But no, he sees something. He wanna run through the gate. So now the coyote after him. Now the coyote like, oh yeah, you want to run after me? I'm coming to get you. So now the owner has to get involved. Look at little Lightfoot still trying to bark. Now look, intimidating the whole situation. Little Lightfoot just all involved. Make me feel like I'm about to get bit messing with you. Now I don't condone that part. He put that thing inside the dumpster. Now go take little Lightfoot in the house, open the dumpster when you come back out so the coyote could jump out. Don't leave that coyote inside that dumpster like that, because that's what we don't rock with either, because that's still another animal. I know you want to break it up because a little Lightfoot acting up, but yeah, take him in the house, come back out and open the lid. He's trying to get out from inside there. Yeah, I hope he took that coyote out of there, because we care about the coyote just as much as little Lightfoot. I think he got bit too on the foot, on the right side. So now he like, get over here. So now what he trying to do is this. You already know what he doing. Y'all know what he trying to do right now. He trying to keep the one lid closed and tell little Lightfoot to come on, jump up here so I can take you and run in the house. But no, little Lightfoot, he still want to be involved. Them Chihuahuas, oh, let me tell you something. I got bit by 2 Chihuahuas at the same time. I ain't been right since. Same time, 2 ankles simultaneously. I was ready to, woo, it was about to be on. It was about to be on. Yeah. He didn't want to come over to him because he started yelling at him. So he had to do all types of punk stuff like, come on. Trying to hold down the top of the damn dumpster. You guys, do your boy a favor. I'm the only one that's going to find content like this that think y'all going to find it funny and be able to come up with a name on the fly. Little Lightfoot. Double tap that screen for Little Lightfoot, you guys, if y'all appreciate that video we just played right there, because we got much more to get into. We got Chili's baby back ribs. I want my baby back, baby back, baby back, baby back, back. I want my baby back, baby back, baby back, baby back, baby back. Let me ask you guys a question. Have you ever been to Chili's? Do you like TGI Fridays? What is your favorite dining spot? Let's get into it. I need to know. And no, it's not a trick. It's not a trick. And I'm not going to say mine because I don't have one. I don't eat out. I eat home. So let me know. What do you guys eat? Where do you go when you go out to eat? McDonald's? Do you like Chili's? Do you like, let's say, Papa Do's? Maybe you like the Olive Garden? What do you like? Home food, Applebee's, Kim's Chicken, home, Little Lightfoot, always causing problems. That was a good one right there. Gave it back to me. I like a good steak. I used to love them too. Chewy's in Texas. Olive Garden if I don't go somewhere. I used to love the Olive Garden, just the garlic sticks with the salad. I could tear that up. Even now, want to go on a date? I go with you to Olive Garden. I could eat all the sides. I make my food. I don't go out amazing at cooking. Whoa, somebody up there trying to shoot for the stars right there. Sweet RV. Look like she's a good cook up there. Any good Chinese restaurants. Teddy the same. Popeyes, Roadhouse, or Outback. Cooking breakfast now. Okay, you're cooking it yourself. Uni's, Cuda Valley, Applebee's, home Caribbean food. Little Lightfoot reminds me of some of the people that I met with the big trucks. Texas Roadhouse, Mexican food, Chipotle's. Let's get into it, you guys, because Chipotle is roasting competitors. Because of why? The dress code. How many of you guys ever been to New York or maybe like a famous steakhouse? Somebody said it already, they like steaks. So you've probably been to a steakhouse where they say, what? You got to put on a jacket. You can't come in here dressed like that. You guys know what I mean, right? So guess what some people are doing and some places are doing? They're calming down with their dress code. Because you remember some places you try to go to, like, let's say, what was that, the real expensive one, the one that's the Peter Luger's, they had jackets lined up for you. If you didn't have a jacket, they'd give you one. Nowadays, people are saying, you know what, you can go either or. But now a lot of stores are saying, you know what, we're maybe bringing back the tradition. How many people would like to get dressed up to go out instead of just dressing regular? Would you have a problem doing that? I mean, if you're going to Peter Luger's or maybe like Ruth Chris or something like that, would you have no problem going out to getting dressed? Even if I know some people that don't go out, but would you like to go out? Yeah, some people says you have to get dressed to go out to those places. I don't trust foods out these days. Good morning, BG. Let's see what's going on with these two guys and what they're talking about when they roast each other for trying to get more customers to go to their spaces.
How dolled up do you get when you go out to dinner? Do you dress to the nines or do the bare minimum?
No shirt, no shoes, no ties.
That debate over restaurant dress codes back on the menu, with Ruth's Chris Steakhouse recently saying it will enforce proper attire only, banning baseball hats from dining rooms and blacklisting gym wear, tank tops.
No baseball hats and no gym wear in Ruth Chris.
Or anything revealing. Chili's now roasting its competitor, saying in a new post, the only dress code is that you have to be dressed. It's all got the internet abuzz. Some toying with the idea of a dress code mafia.
55 Coffee, Lisa Roy says, the Palms in New York, that food deserves the respect of a jacket.
Ghetto. Excuse me? They don't sell hot dogs here.
Darden Restaurants, which owns Ruth's Chris, did not comment. One user saying they'd rather go to Chili's, with others coming to Ruth's Chris defense saying a dress code should be the norm.
There's dress codes for a reason.
Simply have some decorum and respect us like the company.
Some pointing out that for the money you pay for dinner, you should be able to afford a decent outfit.
The average price of a meal at Ruth's Chris Steakhouse is $100. As the price goes up, expectations go up, and that's psychology 101.
On the flip side, with the cost of food at restaurants up 30% over the last 5 years, casual food chains are trying to appeal to customers not only with lax fashion, but lower prices too. Chili and Applebee's recently creating new value menu items to compete with fast food chains.
Well, kind of like Ferrari. If you guys notice it, I got to just say one thing. You never see a Ferrari do advertisement, right? Because they don't have to. Similar to like Ruth Chris and all these other places. They don't even advertise. So you wouldn't see a commercial like this where they're talking about $19 or $29. I don't even think should be in the same category right here, but okay.
$9.99. The dress code debate not only happening at restaurants.
I'm just a boy trying to bring style back to traveling.
Last month, Tampa's International Airport called out some travelers for being too casual, saying, we've seen enough, it's time to ban pajamas. Later telling NBC News that the announcement was just a joke. But late last year, the U.S. Department of Transportation actually shared a campaign trying to bring back civility while traveling, including dressing with respect.
I think so too. I've been saying that the whole time. You guys get on me about wearing suits. It's a big deal today because I got on a bow tie. But you notice one thing that I got to show you guys? The bow tie is a clip-on. It's the same amount of work or less. It's just the look. That's right. Once you got your clothes on, it don't matter. You just do what you got to do and do it. And you just happen to look good while you're doing it. And another thing, wouldn't you like for every time somebody to see you for your reflection or for what they see about you is looking good, sharp and on point? Get a lot more respect, maybe more business as well. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys, because guess what? Somebody just got locked up for beating up his girlfriend. Yeah, these big guys out here. The girls like the big guys, the bad, 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 bad boys. They make you feel so good, don't they? That's right, I know they do. But some of them, cuckoo, cuckoo, don't know if they're on hopped up or what's going on to get those muscles, right? We got this influencer who's been arrested. He's a fitness influencer. That's right, you guys. I guess they're saying that he's saying that he's undeserving of these allegations, but he's caught on camera hitting his girlfriend. And I'm talking about like a wrestler, not just regular hits. And this guy is huge. So to be putting your hands on a woman when you're looking like this, homeboy, I don't think that that's going to look too good when you get in front of the judge.
We're seeing new video showing the moments a well-known fitness influencer was caught by cops.
He's facing a number of charges after police say he beat up his girlfriend. And Local 10's Rosh Lowe live at Hallandale Beach with this exclusive story tonight. Rosh.
This guy has a massive following in part because people are fascinated by his story. 2009, he goes to prison for, among other things, robbery, gets out in 2018, gets sober, creates this fitness brand, but now we're being brought back to March 17th when he was arrested for allegedly beating up his girlfriend and was so vicious, say police, she had bruises all over her body.
Come on up. Sir, step out of the vehicle. Sir, I'm not going to ask you to.
Wes Watson has made his name with viral videos. This fitness influencer is now on video as Hallandale Beach police go to arrest.
And just like a punk, he's going to try to start blaming her. I got video. I got photos. What?
Arrest him March 17th, and for the first time, we're seeing that video.
What does this look? This is look. Two things. One is we need to serve a restraining order on you. What's the restraining order? What's that? What's the restraining order? What's the restraining order?
You hear that noise? He's thinking about all of the stuff that he's losing. That nice car right there. And then what's the restraining order? Yeah, that's right. Now take that ride where you're going to be feeling stupid just like this. And you already did 9 years and might still be on parole, so it doesn't look good for your record, buddy. Let's keep going.
Domestic violence restraining order.
Police say he beat his girlfriend, including forcibly slamming her head into a table. According to the police report, it was all because she went to a Miami Heat game without Watson and wore a shirt that showed cleavage. Police say he said he paid for her breast implants, that she was disrespectful for having them out, also accused her of cheating on him, cops said.
So he paid for them. He don't want them out because he paid for them. He owns her now because he paid for the boobs.
He's trying to get money from you guys. Okay. I have the screenshots. I have screenshots. Hey, call my lawyer. Where did you reach him?
Watson was out on bond for allegedly taking part in a violent fight in Miami when investigators say he left his girlfriend with bruises all over her body.
I'm honest. I have a screenshot.
We gotta get a T-shirt that says, "Watch your head."
He boasts a fitness coaching program online that promises people to become the man you admire. More video of him being cuffed, pleading with the officers.
You know they do this. Bro, you know they do this, right?
He's trying to side with the police officer now. You know they do this, man. You know they do this, man. Nah, bro. Come on with us. We already heard the click clacker, right? That. Let's go. Make sure we get that other one nice and tight. Then they get that little lock and push the button in so it don't slip, because you know he's a big guy. If he's a big guy, sometimes they need to use two. Hey, partner, let me use your cuffs. Add that to that one. Okay, now come over here, please. Put your hands behind your back. Let's go. And now you're riding like this. Yeah, out of there. Feeling stupid, right? Influence that. Let's go.
Hey, officer, you guys know they did it. You took something.
Hey, you guys know they do this.
Now, what's also interesting here is that Watson remains behind bars. The reason for that, and I mentioned this in the story, he was out on bond for another case in Miami that involved aggression and beating someone up. So now he's there behind bars as he faces these new charges. We're live tonight in Hallandale Beach. I'm Rosh Lowe, Local 10 News.
Yeah. See, that's what happens, man. See, wait, you got locked up, yeah, but I'm home now. You know what I'm saying? I got my stuff together. I'm good. Dude, look all diesel and everything like that. You know what I'm saying? She like, that's my man. Next thing you know, he used all that against you, huh? Yeah, what he been doing the whole time he been in Yale? I ain't talking about school neither. What do you think he been doing the whole time? Hanging and banging. That's right. And if he got in there doing that, you think he gonna switch up? And then also got an assault case right now. So this is gonna just be the maraschino cherry on top when he gets in front of the judge. Yeah, influence that. Do me a favor, y'all, double tap that screen and get those likes up. Do me a favor, if you have not subscribed to the channel yet, you should do so. Because it's time now for our health and wellness section. Let's run it down, you guys. We got to get into this because, you know, a lot of times we're talking about animals, our animals. We talk about what we eat. We're talking about working out. We've been doing that as well. Talking about watching out for these products that actually have all sorts of chemicals in them as well. We have to really be diligent about that. One thing we have not talked about, and another thing we have not spoken about is our mental fitness. That's right, you guys. It's time to talk about the mental fitness up here. We got a lot of crazy people out there. You guys can see it. In order for us to be able to navigate through times and through situations like this, I don't got a bunch of money for a psychologist. I don't got the therapy though like Tony Soprano does. Sometimes, like when I tell you guys, take a break real quick, 1, 2, 3, and just smile. It actually really means something because you feel that energy come over you. You're taking time to concentrate on what you need to be doing, and you're just thinking peaceful all at one moment, right? But guess what? I didn't even know it. That's even a part of mental fitness training. I want to get into it, you guys, because I want to share with you ways that we can help ourselves be more calmer, deal with lives and deal with our life and deal with situations. Thank you so much for the new memberships. Really appreciate that. And I also want to ask you guys now, do you ever feel like you're getting stressed out, overwhelmed, where you can't handle it anymore? Guess what? We all do. We need to find ways to come to a calming situation, to get ourselves to a level where we can do this ourselves, because we're not perfect. And if you're like me, I don't got the money for no psychiatrist. So I had to go online, see what I could share with you guys that I really wanted to make sure that really had some substance to it, really had some ability to actually help and heal us in different ways. I scrubbed the internet and I finally came up with one video, and I hope you guys appreciate it. Stick here with me. We're going to get through this. This is going to be the longest video that we've ever played. That's right. We're going to play the whole thing. Why? Because it's necessary. I'm not even stopping it. We're just going to go straight through it. Why? Because it's necessary. And I think so. Once we get to the advertising parts, we'll pull through there. But I really need us to see this video. Without any further ado, the 8 steps on mental fitness. The routine by Jim Quick. That's right. The length is going to be 14 minutes, you guys. 8 steps to mental fitness. And of course, there's many other ways, but there's a couple of ways and many other steps that we could be taking. But again, we worry about our foods, worry about our intakes of water, chemicals that we put on our bodies. What about the body itself, the mental? Let's calm it down. Let's figure out ways. And a lot of things that we saw in a lot of other videos will actually play out in this video, such as cold showers, cold dips, and things like that. Let's get into it because we got a lot. I don't want to keep on talking. It's time to go. 8 steps to mental fitness routine. Jim Quick, that's the video. Let's get into it, you guys. Mental fitness is our topic today. Let's go.
Can be trained. And on World Mental Health Day, I want to give you strategies that are science-backed, actionable, and not the usual advice that maybe you've heard before. So take a moment, forget what you know. These 8 tools I'm about to share go beyond just mindfulness and meditation.
Yes, I think that we should subscribe to his channel. Anytime we share information, I always tell you guys that we should, because we wouldn't have been able to get this information had it not been for our friends on YouTube. So we appreciate them.
So let's talk about mental fitness versus mental health. Mental health is often more reactive. You're reacting to stress or to burnout, but mental fitness can be more proactive. It's your physical capacity to bounce back, to adapt, to stay focused, especially when life is hard. I mean, you think about mental health like physical health, but it doesn't mean you're physically fit. I want you to be mentally fit. Research from Stanford and MIT shows that people with high cognitive flexibility experience fewer mood crashes and actually have stronger immune systems. A whole area of science called psychoneuroimmunology. It isn't just about willpower. It's trainable neuroplasticity. It's neuroplasticity in action. Quick action step, because we always have an action step. Start your day with a cognitive warm-up. I do this. Before checking my phone, I want you to ask yourself, what am I feeling right now? And then what do I want to feel? What's one thing I could do to shift my state?
I understand why you said before you pick up your phone. Because if we pick up our phone, whatever we're watching could influence the way that we feel. So before you pick up your phone is why he's saying this.
Remember, all learning, like life, is state dependent. You don't have emotions, you do them. There's a process of your physiology and your psychology that changes your state. And this strengthens your prefrontal cortex, boosting your self-awareness and your self-control. Now let's talk about the dopamine reset protocol. We're living in a dopamine-saturated world. Constant stimulation, it's hijacking our reward system, making focus harder and mood swings stronger.
Videos, stuff that we're watching on the internet, stuff that we watch on our phone is dopamine because we're so stuck into it. We're just letting it keep on taking advantage of us. And sometimes you wind up being on the phone for hours, flipping the phone and not even realizing how long you've been on there. I'm talking to myself in the mirror because I know I'm talking to myself. I do it too. Let's keep on going.
Recent studies show that even a 24-hour dopamine reset can recalibrate your brain's reward threshold, increasing baseline for happiness and motivation. Now, what's a quick action step? I want you to pick one day this week to turn off non-essential notifications. Then see if you could reduce sugar and processed foods and engage in low stimulus activities.
And let me know if any of this sound like it make any sense, you guys, because to me, I rock off of common sense. If it makes common sense to me, I'm 9 times out of 10 gonna start researching it and probably looking into doing it. Thank you so much, Teddy Marcel, for showing the love. A relationship with Jesus is also the best solution. That's right, Teddy. What's up, bro? How you doing?
Maybe it's walking, maybe it's journaling, maybe it's drawing, maybe it's cooking, preparing a meal, like a great brain food diet, right? That's nutritious and delicious. This helps you to reset. It reboots your brain's chemistry and makes natural rewards feel rewarding again. Let's talk about emotional labeling. This is the name it to tame it strategy. The name it to tame it strategy was coined by neuroscientist Matthew Lieberman.
Makes a lot of sense. How about we start to identify our problems instead of generalizing? Oh, I'm having a bad day. Oh, this is going bad. Now you're going to generalize and make everything feel the same way, right? How about I'm having a bad moment right now because of this situation. I'm not feeling well because I lost this amount of money. Something like that, because then you'll start to be able to deal with things and stop generalizing. And it makes a lot more sense, don't it? Let's keep on going. You'll be able to deal with it in a total different manner, and your mental will accept it differently.
Naming your emotions reduces amygdala activity and actually increases activity in the right ventrolateral prefrontal cortex. You don't have to know that term. Basically, it's your brain's command center for self-regulation. So let's create a quick action step because everything needs an action.
And again, we always do that over here. We show love. He says, who's the guy's name? His name is Jim Quick, Jimkwik, 8 steps to mental fitness routine. We share information over here, you guys. That's how we do it. And this is also on our Discord. So if you want to go to the Discord and just click it right there, it's going to take you right to this video. That's why you need to join the Our Bottom Line Discord. Stop worrying about links. Go type it in Discord. Same name here. Become family. We only got 16 people over there. I'm trying to get 500 so that we can have a real community. Saving people and doing this right here on Discord. You guys don't have to stop the messages if you go over to the Discord.
Instead of saying, I'm stressed, like that's your incantation, be specific. I'm feeling overwhelmed because I have a deadline. Or instead of simply saying, this is anxiety, go a little bit deeper, get curious, explore the why behind it. For example, I feel anxious because I'm unsure how this meeting will go. When you label emotions like this, it reduces their intensity and gives your logical brain more to control. And here's a bonus. Use a mood vocabulary map.
Makes a whole lot of sense. He said use a mood vocabulary map. Hopefully you guys go back and look at this video again. It's linked in the description.
What is it? You can expand your emotional granularity. The more nuanced your emotional language, the stronger your emotional intelligence, your EQ. Then do a little check on your mental nutrition. Just like food affects your body, information affects your mind. So you need to stand guard to your mind. Doom scrolling, negative headlines are like mental junk food that erodes mental clarity.
I need to know if it makes sense so far, because we rock off for common sense over here. I need to know if this makes any sense commonly. That's why I said it's not too deep, it's not so much psychiatric or whatever, but I need to know if we're thinking over here, if any of this stuff is starting to make sense. I just got the Discord yesterday. All you guys got to do is download the Discord, download the app first, and then type it in. Or you're gonna force me to keep on putting those links up, right? Oh my God, so many people have already done it without me doing that. I'm gonna have to ask you guys to do some work. I'm sorry. Thank you guys. Some people say exactly, very helpful. Casey, I tried yesterday, I don't have the computer. You have to do it on your phone. Just download Discord as an app on your phone, boom, and you're good. I'll even give you an invite. Good morning from Gainesville, Florida. Let's go, easy, it does, thank you.
And puts you in a more compromised state. Quick action step, try the mental fast food filter. Ask before consuming content. Is this nourishing my brain or is this depleting it? Is this helpful for my brain or is it harmful? When you build a mental diet plan, think about it like a mental diet plan. It could include maybe one inspiring podcast or audio book a day. You could listen to Limitless. You could listen to Quick Brain Podcasts. 10 minutes also of just silence, or maybe go out in nature and creating those digital boundaries. So
what I do is now, I never used to go out after. I would just work and never stop. You know what I do now? I go out for lunch, even if I've made it. I'll take it out to the park side and sit on the park just for that 30 minutes to go eat, just to unwind a little bit, to change my mindset so it's not the same place that I'm at all day. I like to get away. Just walk into that location is calming after sometimes. Just sitting down there, looking around, seeing something different is cool sometimes. If you can do it on your lunch, if you can do it at any time, try to do it on your lunch break. Just try to get away from the constant redundancy of what you're doing at your job. Go walk across the street and drink some water or something like that. Then come back 5 minutes. It means a lot, trust me. I learned that from going on vacation for a week. It's like, wait a minute, I can't go, got so much work to do. When I went on vacation, I came back like, wow, I can do so much now. And that was only for a week. Imagine what you do with more time for yourself. Just keep on going.
Guardrails. Maybe no screens the first 30 minutes or the last 30 minutes of your day, ideally both. And then think about connection as a cognitive enhancer. Social connection is a biological necessity. You might have heard the interview we had with the director of the Harvard.
Somebody said they just hugged their grandson for 2 minutes. Now you telling me that that's not common right there? Woo! I would love to hug my grandmother right now. I love it.
85-year study showing that relationships are the biggest predictor of two things: happiness and longevity. Oxytocin released during meaningful interactions improve memory, reduces stress, and strengthens neural pathways. So yes, diet matters, yes, exercise matters, but according to that study, being connected matters even more. Do you ever feel like the world's moving faster than you can keep up? Markets pivot overnight, AI drops a new feature every week, and your to-do list seems to grow by the minute. But here's the truth. The people winning right now aren't working harder. They are learning and applying faster. And that speed buys them more time, sharper decisions, and an unbeatable edge. If you're ready to upgrade your brain for this
is the marketing promo. We getting to number 5. Let's go. Ain't mad at you, bro, but we got to get there.
Your quick action step, I want you to schedule moments of connection, because if we don't do it, we don't get to it. Maybe it's a 5-minute voice note to a friend. Maybe you give them a compliment to how they are and how they showed up in your life. Maybe it's a shared laugh or reminiscing on some kind of memory replay. These moments create neurochemical shifts that can elevate your entire cognitive profile. Inflammatory breakfast.
This is important. Anti-inflammatory breakfast. Because the same way your body gets inflamed, your mind does too. And inflammation in your body affects your mind through the gut. Let's go.
Maybe it includes berries, like blueberries. I like to call them brainberries, blackberries in your morning. Maybe you're adding some fatty fish with your eggs. Maybe you have some green tea, you're adding some turmeric for cognitive calm and to reduce inflammation. And then think about how you could track your mood and your focus over, let's say, 7 days, for a week. Remember, food is information and inflammation is the silent saboteur. And let's talk about, I think we're up to number 7, somatic tools and body-based mental health.
Somatic tools. This is very important. And Ad Range, you probably are his favorite girl. Dedicating this one to my... There you go.
We often try to think our way out of emotional pain, but your body holds stress too. So practices like somatic breath work, cold plunges, a TRE, tension and trauma release exercises can help you discharge that stored stress from your nervous system.
The cold plunges that I've been starting to do was the shower stuff now, you guys. I used to go in there and take a shower 20 minutes. The whole shower was hot water. I'm up to almost 10 minutes now. I got 8 minutes with cold water. So 12 minutes, hot water, and then I switch it to the cold water, and I'm in there for 8 minutes like this under the cold water, you guys. I've been able to do it, and I'm getting my time even better. I might be able to do the whole 20 minutes with cold water. You know what I've learned? I'm not as cold when I wake up in the morning like I used to be. I'm not as like sensitive. My skin is not as so sensitive when the water touches me. Actually helps out. It's helping my immune system and my buildup. So yeah, taking partial cold showers actually works. All hot and then build up the other way. Just try to take away minutes from the end of the shower on cold.
Action step, try right now a 2-minute somatic scan. Sit quietly and ask yourself as you're scanning your body, where do I feel tension? And you could place your hand there and then breathe into that space for just 30 or 60 seconds. Then you could gently shake out your limbs, you could stretch. Remember, as your body moves, your brain grooves. Breathe in to where you're feeling that and move the emotion through. And as you exhale, imagine it leaving your body. You can move the emotion through, not around. We have a whole episode on somatic practices that we'll link with Jennifer and Cardin on the podcast where you can dig deeper into these somatic exercises and these somatic techniques. Again, we'll put the link in the description. Finally,
it's called retrain your brain.
Number 8. Artificial intelligence and mood technology.
Very important.
Mental health is going digital. And AI journaling apps, cognitive behavioral chatbots, we're wearing mood trackers. While they don't replace therapy, they can provide a useful, sometimes even powerful daily support for things like self-awareness and mood optimization.
Heart rate, breathing. You can look at your smartwatch to see all of this stuff. Use it.
So a quick action step, you can look into things. Look into downloading a mental health tool. Maybe it's Wobot or Youper. I'm not affiliated with either app. You could find and do your own research. You could use it daily for just 7 days. You could track things like your self-talk. Tech is not just for distraction. It can be used for better direction. Okay. So I want to offer you a quick challenge. A lot of people like challenges. This is World Mental Health Day. Challenge yourself to treat your brain like your body. Train for it, fuel for it, rest it, and connect to it. Mental health isn't just emotional. It's existential. People who feel aligned with their values and their purpose, they tend to be more resilient. They tend to be more creative, and they certainly tend to be more emotionally stable. The last quick action step I'll leave you with, try one-line legacy. This describes the kind of impact you want to have in your world. And then write it down and place it somewhere that you see all the time, somewhere that's visible. When purpose is clear, choices become so much easier. And
you want to go further than that, get a whiteboard and start putting things up. Start making up your own vision board and stuff like that. When you see it, you can achieve it, y'all. Don't think it's just words.
Brain is more likely to tap into drive and motivation, even on those difficult times. Remember, when it comes to mental health, everybody is fighting a battle that nobody sees. That's why kindness is so very important. It's one of those things where self-love is not selfish. You want to be able to look in the mirror and show love and appreciation for the person that's looking back at you, who's been through so much, but you're still standing. Where do you go?
I ain't even gonna lie. Sometimes I get in the mirror. Y'all think I'm cocky? I'm not. I get in the mirror and be like, yo, man, you are so lucky to be here. Woo! Look at that scar right there. Remember how that happened? Oh man, you got a little bit of wrinkles or whatever like that, but we know how to make it come together, boy. You know what? I love you. I look in that mirror, I be like, I love you because of how far you got us and you will not give up on us and you keep on pushing. I love you as a man. I love you as a person, and I love the direction that you're going in. I say stuff like that to myself all the time. I ain't talking about being conceited, for real. Straight up, and I think you guys should do it. Come on now, get some of this good positive energy. You deserve it. Ain't fair for everybody else to get it and y'all not to get it.
So from here, I hope you share this message on World Mental Health Day. You can tag me at Jim Quick. I want to hear your thoughts. I want to hear your wins. I want to hear some of your ahas or your breakthroughs. Mental health isn't a solo mission. It's a shared journey.
There you go, you guys. And again, I'm not going to stop. It's 8 steps to mental fitness, the routine. See why he got his plaque over there showing up. I want one too. He got a gold one. He got 1 million subscribers. Lord have mercy. 8 steps to mental fitness routine. Jim Quick. And he got it calmly. I'm over here going crazy, throwing suits on and everything. Perfect example. Your man is over there like, this is what you need to do to get things together. And you see that? And I want you guys to understand another thing. We go on these roller coasters for a reason. And I take you there for a reason. I tell you, I sequence it a certain way. I do it on purpose. Energy, politics, money, craziness. Craziness is going on. We wind it down, and then I bring you guys on a level where we can all calm it down to that. So the person that realized that in the comments, very intelligent person. That's why you're here. Let's keep on going, you guys. Again, 8 steps to mental fitness. JIMKWIK. Do yourself a favor. You need to go ahead and subscribe to that man there channel because he got some heat for you, for real, for real, for real. He got some heat for you. Double tap that screen, get those likes up. We got to get on over to another spot where we're going to keep on having the good spirits going. I ain't going to take you nowhere else, you guys, because you know how we do it from here on out. Let's get on over to Florida where we got, as a matter of fact, hold up a minute. Can I get some likes for that? Can I get some love? Can our bottom line, if you have not double tapped that screen and get those likes up, can we get some likes? And if you have not already become a member, what are you waiting for? Hit that subscribe. Hit that bell right there, that notification bell. This way you know we're on. Now, we got to get on over to Florida where they never fail. But this time, not a bad story. We got a pub that has over $2 million in cash hanging on a wall in the ceiling. Now, if somebody wanted to go in there and get right, woo, that'd be a long haul right there. That's right, over $2 million in cash hanging from the walls. Let's go, you guys. Let's get it.
Forget 99 bottles of beer on the wall. This Florida pub has $2 million in cash from floor to ceiling. Take a look at that.
Wow, take one of those down, pass it.
McGuire's, that was good. McGuire's Irish Pub in Pensacola. They started the tradition back in the 70s when the owner signed her first dollar bill and stapled it to the wall for good luck. So customers, they followed suit. And decades later, nearly every square inch of this pub is covered in cash. The owner did the math and estimates there are more than 2 million signed bills and counting. This is a pretty cool thing. And get this, despite inflation, the pub still serves its famous Senate bean soup for just 18 cents.
Keeping those traditions.
See, that could only happen in Pensacola. Miami, that money will be gone. Well, forget
$2 million on the wall, $2 million on the wall, $2 million on the wall. If one of them run up in there and take it all, there'll be no money is left on the wall. Come on, y'all. I know we can get up to the 5. I know y'all got, do y'all have 5 on it? I know y'all got 500 likes in y'all. I know there's some people out there that's watching right now that did not hit that like button. And we got a couple of people in here saying that we right there to get to that 500. I don't see why we can't get there. We chugging, but let's keep on going. Let me ask you guys a question, because you know we got to go there and we can't leave until we do this the right way. Let me ask you guys a question. How many times you go on a ride and you're like, I'm so scared to go on this ride, but you go anyway. And then you're like, damn, I should have listened to myself. We got a situation here where this person should have listened to themselves. As you can see, we got total suspension going on here. Somebody sent me this. This is one of our family members. You thought I wasn't going to play your video, right? Sent it to me yesterday, Lisa. I saw it and I'm playing it for you right now. Situation right here where we got some passengers that's stuck in midair as a Carnival ride stalls. That's why I don't get on rides. First of all, when I was on a Cyclone, I called myself trying to act like, because I tiptoed to go up under the thing. They got the height thing right there. It's a height thing. Every time you go on a ride, they have like a little duck or something like that with the height. You can't go if you're shorter than this. So what I do, I go over there and I start tiptoeing and I go through it and I made it through, right? Should have never did that. They have that on there for a reason. Oh, I found out the hard way. The whole time I'm on the Cyclone, I got my arm around the bar like this. I'm talking about, it felt like I was riding a horse. I kept on coming up out the seat. I came all the way around the seat, out my seat. Now I know why they got a height clause at the Cyclone in certain rides. You guys, don't try to work around the heights, because that means that you might be able to slip out the seats. I'll tell you firsthand. Do your boy a favor, double tap that screen. Let's get those likes up right now. I don't know how long it took them to get from up there, but they was up there. Passengers stuck in mid-air as a Carnival ride stalls in Texas. They got their legs hanging. They just sitting, they're just hanging upside down. They said they started it, but then they got stuck up there. That'll probably be the last time I ever get on a ride at a Carnival or anywhere. Not only that, but I'm not so quick to get on Carnival rides. I mean, maybe a amusement park or something like that, where it's a little more put together. But when you got a Carnival ride, that means that it could be some ex-hobo or some ex-roadie out there with a little bit of equipment. You don't know if these guys got any handyman equipment skills or whatever like that to put these things together. I'm good. Thank you very much. And guess what, you guys? Y'all know we don't play over here. We got to show some love. That's right. Count me out too. I'm not doing that. You know what we got to do right now? We got to show some love to a different form of animal, not just the pit bulls and and the dogs all the time. I mean, not just the pit bulls and that breed all the time. We got to show some love to another breed of animal, another breed of dog. This is a Dachshund. Demands her mom to take her swimming daily. This dog loves to go swimming. And you know what? She already knows how to play on us. You know how dogs are and how animals are. They've learned us. They know how to get what they want out of us. And they know how to look at you. Like they got a mental psychic. Like they can look at you and be like, food, water. And you know what to give them. I know I did. My dog could look at me and be like, all right, I know what you want. I know I can tell exactly what you want. Let's get over here and show you how dogs play on us, because they get to know you and they learn you. Once your dog gets to know you, they know how to play you. Check this out. She stands up on hind legs because mom takes her to the pool, and she knows that she's not supposed to stand on hind legs because that's not a good thing to this breed. Let's keep on going, y'all.
Get down. Winnie is a bit of a diva. Don't you dare. Wow. Someone's got some sass. She will keep her eyes very still and look at me, but she'll tilt her head back. So she gives me a warning, like, I'm going on my back legs. There's no point looking away from me. I can see what you're doing. You know it's naughty.
Sam.
Down. Down. I was told it's not really good for their backs to do that. So now she knows that she will get a reaction from me if she goes on her back legs. So she does it.
No, not before 10 a.m.
I love you. The one thing Winnie absolutely goes wild for is swimming. You ready, Riz? I know. Come on then. We got into swimming because she needs to lose a bit of weight. She loves it now. She's a lot more vocal as well. Take your time. But that's close enough for you. Good work. When Winnie does swim for the ball, her eyes are just solidly looking at that ball. It looks like a bit of a death stare, to be honest, but it's just a normal thing she does. We're gonna go home. Should we put the heater on in the car? She is, of course, my dog child, but I think Winnie's like one of the girls. It's just always with me.
Do you know who had a bit of my custard? No? Because I think what's messed you up, mate, is the donut got in the way.
I love her to death, and she's a great character, and she's a great dog, so I am very lucky.
That's right, you guys. We love the dogs around here. No matter what breed, what type, we love them all. That's right, you guys. You know what we're going to do right now? We got to get them up in the air. We got to show mad love for the host. That's me. For everybody here that thugged it out and been here the whole entire show, I really appreciate you. This will be your last chance to go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Become a member. Hit that like button. Hit that notification bell down there so that you know when we're on. Also, guess what, you guys? You got a business, you're trying to promote it and get it out there. I don't know what you do. You might be a traveling salesman. You might be, I don't know, a lawn doctor or a lawyer. I don't know what you do, but guess what? We share our platform over here, and we want you guys to send your promos over to us. It has to be in a 1080 by 1080 size frame, and guess what? We'll put it up here. One time, we'll go ahead and put it up and let you guys see what's going on, and then we got to give room for everyone else. That's right. After that, we can work something out on an ongoing basis. Okay, you guys? Because I want to make sure that we're being fair to everyone and making sure that you guys all be able to get what you want to get in that post notification area. Also, a lot of you guys got keychains. A lot of you have decals. I want my photos. That's right, you guys. Where are my photos? You guys are supposed to be sending me photos. That's right. If I send you a decal, I want to know where you put it. Show me where you put your decal at and wherever you put your Our Bottom Line keychain. They're available right there up under us. I think they're like $3. Very cheap. Anywhere else, they're like $12 or something like that. We don't try to rip our family off. We try to make sure everybody can get one. So if you guys are going to go ahead and pick up one of the Our Bottom Line keychains, I'd appreciate it. It helps support the show. Also, we've got the Our Bottom Line decals, something that's fantastic for Purple Sunday. Teddy put one on his coffee maker as well as his keychain. Sent that photo in, we put it right up. Hopefully you guys will do the same. Again, it's the last chance to double tap that screen, get those likes up, because guess what? You know what we gotta do right now, right? It's time to get those prayers in the air. We gotta get those prayers in the air for everybody that's here, who's here right now, who wants to get those prayers together with me so that we make sure that we get covered before we get out of here. That's right, you guys, we wanna pray for life. We wanna pray for love, happiness. We wanna pray for understanding. We wanna pray for good health and good peace and mental stability and mental health. I hope you guys got a lot out of the show today, because guess what? We take a lot of time to make sure we pull the right information for you. I want to pray for great health for Casey Ramos, for Favali, also Colessive, Kia, good vibes only, also showing love for Angels Among Us. Ad Rains, thank you so much. Ad Rains, didn't get to see what you said, but put it up there and again, and I'll be able to see. Audrey, can't forget Mike, Mega Dub, Rose, Fuquan Williams, thank you so much for coming through. We're praying for you as well as your family. Angels Among Us, we always pray for you. That's right. Kalesa, thank you. Really appreciate you. That's right. In the Mirror. Ad Rains, that's right. Hallelujah. Cinnamon, be real for always showing up and for all your great comments. T-Man X, that's right. J Mita Vidern. Okay, sorry about that. William Lynch. Who else we got up in the building? We got Jay Wood, Batty Lynn. Thank you so much every day for showing up and showing out, Batty. And again, when you go on your vacation, we understand, but guess what? You deserve a break as well. You need those days off. Go take them. We see you when you come back. Mary Tanner, where you been at, Mary Tanner? How you doing, Lucas? Batty Lynn, like I said, make sure you have fun when you go on your trip. Sweet V, okay, who else we got up in the building? We can't forget Tracy. Can't forget Mike Wilkins, T-Man X, Wendy Ford, Bob, Adrains, Audrey. Who else we got up in the building? That's right, you guys. Who else we got? Kia. I'm gonna try to get them all in as possible. I'm gonna just say my own now. Terry. Can't forget about Temujin. We want to make sure we got Sam Champion in the building. Can't forget about Luigi. And we can't forget about Jeffrey Spilker, Mark Dorfman, also Ad Rains, everybody that's always on regulars here. We want to show you love. Liberty and Justice, that's right, Batty Lynn. Who else? We got Boss Products, Collective, that's right, Cinnamon Be Real, Patrick, Miss Mary, and that's going to be it, right, guys? Favavi, and then Ad Rains. That's right, you guys. Amen. And yeah, we got a new member of our Discord yesterday. Faye Avi joined yesterday. And it wasn't a problem for them to join, you guys. It's really easy to join the Discord. All you got to do is go to Discord and actually look for us. Download the app on your phone. It's the best way to do it. If you're really trying to get in contact with us, the fastest way to do it, because it's on the phone, it just goes burp, burp. Like when Casey hit me up, it's boop, boop, and I hit him right back. It's the best way to get in contact with all of us. Let's grow our Discord. Let's share it. Put information up there. Jobs, mental health information. We all can post on Discord. We should be doing that so that we can take the show and keep on moving and getting more benefits from just doing the show than we are now. That's right, you guys. And also, it's still happening. I just had to do it in a different way. I had to do it in a different way because of the way that we had to promote. And we're doing the Show Your Talent search. We're still doing it. And that's what we're doing in Manhattan, Bronx, Brooklyn, Queens, and Staten Island. That's the talent show where you guys come in and boom, could possibly make $250. That's right. You win the local one. And after we get 5 people together, all together with one alternative person from online, you got a chance of winning $1,000, you guys. Sponsored by Big Drip Hard Punch. I am going to be the host, and the way to be a part of the talent show, all you got to do is go over to the website, www.drinkbigdrip.com, and put your email address in the post notification area. In the notification area. When we get your email, we're going to just keep on letting you know where we're going to be at and what events we're going to have going on. We've already confirmed the Bronx. We've already confirmed Queens. We're going to be doing 2 events probably next month once we get the promo started. Myself, and that's right, my DJ Don Dada, formerly of Black Ink Crew. That's right, you guys. And y'all know what today is, right? Hump Day. Tomorrow's Thursday. I'll be right back here. More trending topics, more news, and more Boogotti antics on Our Bottom Line. If it wasn't for you guys, don't know what I'd be doing, but I hope, and again, and I pray that you got a lot from the show today. I hope you like the health and wellness section. Liberty and Justice, your starter kit's been sent out. You should have that by today. Batty Lynn, same with you. We've already got the tracking. It's already in your town. I want to see what you guys can grow. Don't just put them up. I want you to put them up on the wall. Throw some dirt in there. Use some of those seeds, because as soon as those seedlings start to pop out, we're going to have something to talk about. We all need to do it. We still got a couple more left, you guys. We've got the planters as well. But guess what? I got to go stack more videos. We got to get more trending topics, more current events. It's Our Bottom Line, your boy Boogotti NYC. And like I always tell you, y'all could have went anywhere. But the fact of the matter that y'all came in to chill with me today on Hump Day, Wednesday, I appreciate you. So until tomorrow, get 'em! Peace. See you guys in the morning, 6 o'clock. Let's go.